Let it burn, let it burn, let it burn. Big Daddy say, light that flame. The heat never bothered me anyway. I said the heat never bothered me anyway.
Locked and loaded, pockets swollen, shots gon' knock you off your fucking feet. Got the weapons, keep you guessing. I don't go nowhere without my heat. And got the feeling, and the demons, and they all up in my fucking soul. Locked and loaded, pockets swollen, shots gon' blast you up a new asshole. The soul is spider, bust inside ya, extended fully auto clip. Danger, danger, catch the gangster, that big iron on his hip. And I got no weapons, keep you guessing. Shots gon' knock you off your fucking feet. Rock and rollin', locked and loaded. I don't go nowhere without my heat. I don't go nowhere without my heat. I don't go nowhere without my heat.
What you expected from his next to kin? I'm loco, bro, but ain't no Mexican. I got nines in the bedrooms, Glocks in the kitchen. A shotty by the shower if you wanna shoot me while I'm shitting. The lesson from the Smith & Wesson is depressing. Niggas keep stressing the same motherfucking question. How many shots does it take to make my heart stop and my body start to shake? If I should die before I wake, all I want is those big booty hoes, you know. All I want is those big booty hoes, you know.
Got no weapons, keep you guessing. Shots gon' knock you off your fucking feet. Rock and rollin', locked and loaded. I don't go nowhere without my heat. I don't go nowhere without my heat. I don't go nowhere without my heat.
Get on your knees, nigga. Get on your knees and pray. Increase the doses, bustin' whoever closest. Thug living, hella prison, never losing my focus. I'm making money moves mandatory. In the discussion, my past records tell a story. Picture niggas we rushing and still bustin' till the cops come running. Ducking abandoned buildings, ditching my gun. Oh, what a motherfucking feeling. I live a lifestyle of drug dealers, but now legitless, so I laugh till I'm crying. When the law come get me, no baby mama drama, nigga miss me. While playing seeds in a dirty bitch, waiting to trick me. Another life for me, living carefree till I'm buried. And if they dare me, I bust on them niggas until they scurry. I'm clearly a man of military means, and my artillery watching over me through every murder scene. From adolescence to my early teens, though we was gonna die, selling dope to all the fiends. At times I wanna cry, and still we try to change the past in vain. Never knowing if this game will last. Feeling the shame of cocaine, the product of the devil. Am I selling my soul? Got tired of small time living. Niggas telling me no, I got mine. Fuck them other suckers. That's the mentality. Jealous ass busters, make it hell for my.
Got no weapons, keep you guessing. Shots gon' knock you off your fucking feet. Rock and rollin', locked and loaded. I don't go nowhere without my heat. I don't go nowhere without my heat. I don't go nowhere without my heat.
I know how it feel to wake up fucked up. Pockets broke as hell, another rock to sell. People look at you like you's the user, selling drugs to all the losers, mad Buddha abuser. But they don't know about your stress-filled day. Baby on the way, mad bills to pay. That's why you drink Tanqueray, so you can reminisce and wish you wasn't living so devilish. Shit, I remember I was just like you, smoking blunts with my crew, flipping over 62s, cause GED wasn't B.I.G. I had to get P.A.D. That's why my moms hate me. She was forced to kick me out, no doubt. Then I figured out niggas went for 20s down south. Packed up my tools for my raw power move. Glock 19 for casket and flower moves.
And I got no weapons, keep you guessing. Shots gon' knock you off your fucking feet. Rock and rollin', locked and loaded. I don't go nowhere without my heat. I don't go nowhere without my heat. I don't go nowhere without my heat. I don't go nowhere
Welcome to the show, baby. We're back. Yeah, it's been a while since I streamed on this particular channel. Figure might as well give it a little loving. Been a long time. All right, Saturday night live stream, baby. Yeah, guaranteed to be funnier and more entertaining than the real Saturday Night Live. Although we all know that's not a very high bar to hit in this day and age. Yeah. Fuck. Been a long time since I streamed on this channel, yeah. What's been going on with Big Daddy? Not a whole lot. Same old shit, different day. Yeah, I lost my little rooster here. It's about the most exciting thing that's happened in my life. Yeah, this real cool little rooster. Fucking coyotes got him. So pissed off. I just found the crime scene today. They got him a couple days ago. I found the pile of feathers right near a particular berry tree. Oh, fuck. Must have been eating berries early in the morning. The fucking coyotes got him. Yeah, the little fucker, he always jumps the fence, and well, that's what happens. With great freedom comes great responsibility. Yeah, the only problem is he was leading the hens astray. No doubt there was a group of hens with him when the fucking shit went down. But he did his job, though. He took one for the fucking team. That's what a rooster's supposed to do. They take one for the team. Yeah, if the hens get attacked, usually the rooster is the first one to fucking die because he's fucking flying in there trying to defend the hens. Yeah, because he was the smallest fucking chicken. There was no reason to kill him and take him. It was the smallest meal. Yeah, I was worried that was going to happen. I like to wait until I wake up in the morning and then I can open the pen, let them out. Yeah. But luckily, in the days leading up to it, there was this particular hen I had, and I thought it was just a really butch hen at first. It was like in the beginning, it was always fighting with the rooster for dominance. But then I noticed it started crowing. It turned out that fucker was a rooster. It's like, oh shit, I have two roosters. So now that I lost my little one, it's like, okay, at least I've got one left. Because the hens, they need a fucking rooster, or else they just simply don't lay eggs properly. It's weird. Like if there's no rooster around, one of the hens will like rise up and become like the alpha hen, and it'll start mounting the other hens like how a rooster does, and it's fucking weird. It's like how it's the way the chicken hierarchy is. They have to have a rooster or something that acts like a rooster, or else the whole fucking thing doesn't work, and they just don't lay eggs. Something to do with like their state of mind, I think. Yeah, he was leading his hens astray. But now that he's no longer around, and I got the more chill rooster, it hasn't been taking them way off out into the fucking cuts like the little rooster has. Good thing. Yeah, because the hens, they will follow the rooster. Wherever the rooster goes, the hens will follow. Even if he takes them into the fucking danger zone, they'll still follow him. Yeah, last thing you want to do is lead your hens astray if you're a rooster. It's the same thing if you're a man. You don't want to lead your woman astray, because then you see Western civilization just engulfed in flames when that fucking shit happens. When the men allow their women to go astray. When you're Adam and you allow Eve to eat the apple. You know what I mean? Many metaphors and parables can be found through nature in such ways. Yeah, I'm gonna miss that little rooster. He was really loud. This new rooster is quiet as fuck. He'll crow a couple times in the morning and then that's it. Which is kind of good because it's kind of annoying sometimes. Yeah, this new rooster, this big motherfucker, I call it the T-Rex chook, because it's fucking looks like a T-Rex. It kind of walks around like a T-Rex. And here the other night, I fucking killed a rattlesnake right outside my fucking door. My dog, I was having a little stare down with it. I'm like, what are you looking at? It was a snake. Shined my light, looked at the tail. Oh, it's a fucking rattlesnake. Grabbed the flathead shovel, cut its fucking head off real quick. go bury the head. Then I toss the body into the chicken pen. And in the morning, I throw some chicken food by the fucking snake body, and they start pecking at it. And eventually, I see the big T-Rex chook. It's got the fucking snake body, and it's like trying to eat the snake body. I'm like, whoa, there, chicken! You better not try to eat that whole fucking thing, because I've seen chickens literally take centipedes like fucking over 6 inches long and just suck them down like nothing. I'm like, you better not try to fucking do that same shit to the snake. I go in my house, fuck around a little bit. About 5 minutes later, I walk outside and I look at the big old T-Rex chook, and it's sitting there. It's like its mouth is open and its feathers are like all spread apart, like it's fucking too fat to even like close its feathers. I'm like, oh, you didn't fucking eat that whole goddamn snake, did you? And sure enough, it did. I looked all around the pen, could not find the fucking snake body anywhere. That chicken ate that whole fucking snake. It was like probably a good 1.5 long. It wasn't a small snake. Yeah, that chicken had the biggest fucking shit afterwards. Good for my gardens. Yeah, there was another incident with a fucking rattlesnake. I've fucking killed quite a bit of them here last couple weeks. One of them fucking almost got my dog. It was like literally a scene out of Final Destination. Usually I take a little evening walk up the road with my dog, and this time I was only just going to go up the road halfway, and because it was starting to get a little dark out, the sun was down over the hills. So I didn't take my gun with me. Like, you know what, I'm just going to take a short walk. I'm not going to take the gun. So as I'm going up the road, I'm thinking to myself, you watch. The one time I don't bring the gun, I'm going to encounter a fucking snake. And not only that, it's going to bite my fucking dog. And I was just thinking to myself. And as I'm walking up the road, sure enough, I see a fucking rattlesnake right there in the road. I'm like, oh, God damn it, I wish I had my gun on me right now. And then I look up the road and I see my dog running up. I'm like, oh, you got to be kidding me. No, get back, get back. And I'm trying to yell at him, trying to tell him to get back and like trying to get him away from the area. But as I'm doing it, like I'm panicked, but I'm slowly diverting him towards the snake. I'm like, oh, no, don't do it, don't do it. And next thing I know, he's standing right next to the fucking snake. And I like lunge at him. This time I'm yelling at him. And I lunge at him and he fucking steps right on the fucking snake. And the snake lunges at him, but I lunge at him too. And then he kind of runs back to the house and goes and hides. And I thought the snake might have got him. I went and checked him over, and about 20 minutes later, he didn't swell up like a pumpkin. So I knew the snake didn't get him. It was just a miracle of fucking God the snake didn't bite him. It's like, God damn. The one fucking time I didn't bring the gun. It's like, shit. And thinking back on it in hindsight, like I panicked because I didn't have the gun. And what I should have did was just step out of range of the snake and just called the dog to me gently. And then we could have just walked around. But I fucking panicked because I didn't have the gun. I learned a very valuable lesson that day. When faced with situations like that, whatever you do, don't fucking panic. And when it comes to guns, it's best to have it and not need it than need it and not fucking have it, if you know what I mean. Yeah, even if it's just a short walk up the road, I'm bringing the fucking gun next time. Especially this time of the year when the snakes are out and about. Fucking snakes. Yeah, this fucking morning I was getting some water. And I put the bucket out and I'm get the fucking hose. And I see a fucking snake rising right out from underneath the bucket. It was in the little bushes, and thought I had a fucking heart attack. But luckily it was just a bull snake. And I think it was the same damn bull snake that had gotten into my fucking house a couple weeks back. About the same length, looked the same. Grabbed him by the tail, swung him around, fucking tossed him again. Yeah, he's becoming too comfortable coming around my fucking place. But they do kill rattlesnakes, so that's the one good thing. I will tolerate a bull snake because they hunt rattlesnakes and kill them. Yeah, but now that I know the coyotes are out and about and they got the taste for chicken blood, I'm going to have to wake up before the crack of dawn, and I'm going to have to head out to the area where they fucking got the rooster, and hopefully I can catch them like catch them unawares. I did that one time. Went out real early, and the coyote just was waltzing up the fucking path about fucking 15 yards away from me. It was all surprised as fuck, and I sicked my dog on him, and the dog chased him off. Might have been the same motherfucker. But yeah, I gotta go try to do some coyote hunting. Because unless their fear of dying is greater than their love of eating chickens, they're just going to keep coming around. That's the way coyotes are. There's a reason why you can hunt coyotes almost everywhere in the country year round, and they simply won't go extinct. Unlike wolves. Like wolves are an endangered species and are near extinct in many areas. Coyotes aren't, and they're basically the same type of nuisance predator. But a coyote is way more resilient than a wolf. Like wolf packs can get wiped out. It's real hard to take out a coyote pack. Yeah, you want to know the reason why coyotes are such a fucking terrible nuisance predator and why they're hunted year round and why they will never go extinct? It's because if you kill one coyote, all the females in the pack immediately go into heat, and then they breed. Like it's almost a bad thing just to kill one coyote. Like they instinctively go into heat and they breed again. Wolves don't do that shit, but coyotes do. This is why coyotes is so fucking hard to kill them, and why you can basically hunt them year round wherever, and they can never go extinct. Basically, the worst fucking nuisance predator there is, coyotes. Yeah, that's why I don't feel bad if I have to kill one or shoot one. In fact, it's almost detrimental unless you could take out the whole pack or kill all of their females. Even if there's just one left, it'll go join another pack. Fucking coyotes. Yeah, they're way more resilient than a wolf. Yeah, in fact, Mexican wolves, they're an endangered species, and they introduced a bunch of fucking Mexican wolves up to this area. Yeah, last thing we want is the Mexican wolves start crossbreeding with the coyotes out here. Kind of reminds me of the immigration problem we got. They're importing all of the third world into America. Oh, we got to bring in the Haitians. They're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs. Yep, you hear about that one? Oh, fuck. The funniest part about this whole eating the cats, eating the dogs meme that's been going around is just how triggered it's making leftists. I mean, that's the funniest part. All you got to do is see the reaction of the left. Just see how fucking triggered they're getting over this shit. People like Vito, they're just shitting their fucking pantses. Oh my God! It's racist! Like, really? Fucking really? Making a big deal over the cats and dogs getting eaten? Like, they are literally raping our women and killing our citizens. Oh, but eating the cats and eating the dogs, now that's a bridge too far. Now we got to do something about it. I mean, Americans, we love our pets more than our own fucking kids. Maybe that was the thing that'll fucking push us to actual action, if you know what I mean. They're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs. No, they did fact check. They're not eating the cats. They're not eating the dogs. They're just using them in their voodoo rituals. Yeah, that's what they're doing. Yeah. There's a lot of real bad fucking shit that comes along with Haitians, and one of them is voodoo. Now, there's a certain form of voodoo that is the worst form of voodoo there is, beyond even Santeria, and that is a form of black magic known as Palo Mayombe. This is the most darkest form of voodoo there is. Anybody unfamiliar with Palo Mayombe magic? What it really is, this is old time fucking dark black magic that goes back to ancient Africa. That's what voodoo is. That voodoo is the religion of Africa. In case anybody didn't know what that is, like when the slaves were brought over, like that is the last remnant of the African religion, voodoo. And the most darkest form of voodoo, Palo Mayombe, when you really look at what Palo Mayombe is, you come to realize, oh, wait a minute. Now, what it involves is you make these little symbols and sigils that summon demons, and the demons, you make pacts with them and they do your bidding, and In exchange, they give you power or knowledge or just whatever. And if you look at the various symbols that these Palo Mayombe magicians use to summon these demons, you will come to realize they are the same exact symbols that are used in Ptolemaic magic to summon the demons known as the Goetia. It's the same fucking magic that the ancient Jews used. Yep. No fucking joke. Ancient Ptolemaic magic involving the summoning of demons. They're called Goetia. There's 72 of them. The fucking chief demon amongst them is a creature called Baal. Many people may have heard that name. One of these ancient Canaanite gods. Yeah, some real dark shit. And we're bringing these people over, tens of thousands of them. They brought like 20,000 of them and just dumped them in a fucking town over there in Ohio. And they're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs. No. They're just using them in voodoo rituals. That's perfectly fine. I'm sure not a single cat or dog has been eaten. Like, it's big picture time, guys. Like, they're raping the women. They're killing our citizens. Yeah. Time to close the fucking border down. Bottom line. Long story short, time to close the fucking border. Will it fucking happen? Probably not. I mean, maybe Trump will get in there and do it. But unless the Republicans step up and do something about, I don't think anybody has put any safeguards in place to prevent them from doing exactly what they did last time, if you know what I mean. Yeah, but who knows? A miracle of God may happen, and every illegal immigrant, pet, and dead person from the east to the west coast might not end up voting Democrat this time around, and the ballots might not get stuffed, and those voting machines might not be screwy, and maybe, just maybe, Donald Trump actually gets in there and closes the fucking border. You never fucking know. Yeah, talking about the Haitians eating the cats and shit like that. What about the Haitians eating the humans? Remember that one? Remember barbecue? Whatever happened to barbecue? Remember barbecue, the leader from Haiti? Like they staged this color revolution over there, George Soros style, deposed the leader of Haiti and institute this fucking puppet, this fucking cannibal who called himself Barbecue. Whatever happened to barbecue? Is he just running Haiti over there right now, signing executive orders, fucking having cookouts, his daily cookouts, eating his fucking political rivals? Take all of the prisoners from the jails and send them to America. Yes, the Americans will welcome them. Throw another baby on the Barbie. Yeah. What can you do? What can you do? Whisper words of wisdom. Let it be. But Dim Fool and his crew, grifters, can warn everybody, I guess. Oh no, but Dim Fool, I guess he's been discredited here as a Russian agent. Yeah, you hear about that one? The company that Dim Fool, Lauren Chan, Mark Rubin, a bunch of these other conservative pundits and commentators. I guess they were associated with a certain company, and this company was getting money from Russia, then they were getting money from that company. So you 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon it, and Putin's basically controlling them like a puppet, I guess. Like, do we really need Dim Fool to tell us that the war in the Ukraine is a bad idea and that we shouldn't be doing it? Really? Come on. Back to Ukraine. If you don't, you're a Russian agent, just like Tim Pool. Yeah, everybody knows our state-sponsored media can only be sponsored by Big Pharma and the Communist Red Chinese. Those are the only ones responsible, and we're allowed to get our media from those people funding them. Yes. Yeah, there was a time where direct public drug advertising was not allowed. And it's not allowed in almost every fucking country except for the United States and New Zealand, I think. That's where Big Pharma can advertise their drugs directly to you. So what happens is the media, 80% of their fucking advertising is money from big pharma. So media can't fucking do any news reports on big pharma, or else, hey, we're our funding, we can't fucking do news stories on the people who are giving us money. So then, like that, you got over 40 fucking million people dead worldwide over a fucking nasty fucking what that came in needle form. The stuff we can't talk about, that fucking stuff. Yeah. Yeah, not to mention the communist red Chinese. Lord only knows how much media influence they have. Not to mention the general, Operation Mockingbird deep state. Oh, heaven forbid Russia give a little bit of money to some fucking company and, oh God. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, but Dim Fool was like, he was a fucking milquetoast leftist, always was. Then he decided to become a conservative. Why? Why is it always these fucking cucked leftists that always all of a sudden magically become right wing, that always gain popularity? It makes no fucking sense to me. It really doesn't. It's always these fucking people that were former leftists that all of a sudden become popular. You ever think about that one? Why that is? Like all of them, even Trump himself was a former fucking Democrat. Reagan, I mean, goddamn. Yeah, I guess people eventually see the light, maybe. But do those people ever truly fucking change? Is it all just controlled opposition? Probably. Yeah, I heard about Ethan's wife getting the Parkinson's. Nobody will say it. Nobody will fucking say it. But I bet it was the fucking jab. I bet it was the fucking jab. Ethan will never admit it either. He will never fucking admit it. That's the thing with leftists. They would rather fucking die than admit they were wrong. They really would. And the only people who got that fucking jab were three types of people. Only three types. The weak, sheep, and leftists. Which one were you, Ethan? Which one fucking were you? Did Andrea talk you into getting the jab? Or did you talk her into getting the jab? Or were you both all, oh no, we got to get the jab together? Because you were both just maskies? Yeah, you should be humble in all things. Indeed. But if I were a betting man, I would say that she probably got it from the jab. Because it wouldn't make sense that Ethan got the jab and she didn't. That wouldn't make no sense. I wonder if she got double jabbed. Yeah, I recently saw a video where like a scientist basically came out and blew the whistle on the whole fucking thing about how it's actually a very, very nasty bioweapon designed to completely erase your immune system, make you more susceptible to catching diseases, cancers, sicknesses. Killing them softly with their drugs, killing them softly. If you know what I mean. They're going to kill you softly and then sell you the fucking treatments the whole time to make as much money as they can off of you before they kill your ass. It was all about two things: money and population control. That was it. Kill as many people as you can and make as much money as you can while doing it. There ain't nothing going on but the money and the power. It's always about money and power with these people. We don't have a population problem on planet Earth either. Like, we could fit several more billion people on the planet. No. The problem is the planet is woefully mismanaged. That's the fucking problem. The planet is so woefully mismanaged. Like, just imagine if not just the leaders of the United States of America, but the leaders of all the countries weren't all corrupt and stupid. Like, just how much humanity would be able to ascend, if you know what I mean. Like, get all of these new hidden technologies out there that actually help mankind. We'd be off of fossil fuels a long time ago, have some sort of free energy of some sort. Everybody would be eating food, because like everybody would be able to know how to farm properly. Like the entire country of Africa, like there's no reason why people should be starving there. Like get a bunch of white farmers that know what they're doing, have them go over there and teach these fuckers how to farm properly. Like, you know what they do is they kill all the white people and take their land from them. And then like they don't know how to run the land properly, and the next thing you know, fucking everybody's starving to death. It takes a little work. You got to plant the fucking crops, you got to tend the fields, you got to water them. Yeah. Some people though, they need guidance. They need fucking guidance. Some people are like fucking children. Some races are like children and they need fucking guidance. Like a lot of people don't know how bad Africa was before white men came there. Like there's all sorts of tales of historians like talking about Africa before white men came there. Like the very first African city when the white men came there, like it was literally something out of like a Hieronymus Bosch painting. Like they had something called the death tree, like where they would take people and sacrifice them there at the tree. And they would have all of these, like the entire city was just stunk of death, and there was just corpses everywhere. Like I said, voodoo, that was their main fucking religion. And part of voodoo is not just sacrificing animals, but sacrificing humans too. And there's various forms of voodoo. The Santeria, Palo Mayombe, it's various forms of it, and it's all evil, fucking dark magic. And it all came right out of fucking Africa. But the Africans got it from the Canaanites. Where do the fucking Canaanites get it from? Well, they got it from King Solomon. That's where it all came from. Ptolemaic magic. King Solomon. This is all, it all came from the Jews, is what I'm saying. Careful there, Big Daddy. You want to be called a Nazi. You don't want to be called a Nazi. No, it could be worse. You'd be called an Antifa or a BLM or a Trantifa. Have you heard about Trantifa? It's like Antifa, but it's like a trans. Like a bunch of fucking crazy troons. Trantifa. Yeah, I guess Trantifa, they had another fucking school shooting here recently. Yeah, Trantifa, they've been fucking shooting the place up all over the fucking place. Like, I think the last 6 fucking mass shootings have been been all trans people, all alphabet people, non-binaries, furries, troons. Yeah, this is what happens when you placate mental illness. These people are obviously mentally ill. If you're a man who thinks he's a woman or vice versa, you're obviously mentally ill, and you need to be locked away from society and like heavily medicated and kept away from people so you don't fucking hurt anybody. But what do? Oh no, they placate their mental illness. Oh yes, of course you're a girl. Of course you're a boy. Yeah, take these scissors, chop off your genitals. Take this hormone replacement therapy. Our drug companies are making billions of dollars. Yeah, this billion-dollar industry, the fucking trans bullshit. Yeah, remember that one troon shooter? It was the one that shot up the Christian school, and it had the manifesto. And for the longest time, they wouldn't release the Troon Manifesto. Well, guess what? The Troon Manifesto was finally released. And you want to know what was inside of it? Just fresh fucking insanity. That's it. It was just a bunch of crazy shit. Like, we have to placate this mental illness. No. Whatever happened to crazy? Whatever just happened to crazy, you know? This fucker is crazy. Lock him away, medicate him, keep him away from society. That's what a lot of these fuckers should be. Like, no. No, they're special. They need to be given therapy and given drugs and surgeries. We need the taxpayers to pay for their surgeries. They're paying for transgender surgeries for illegal immigrants in our fucking prisons now. Fuck. This is how far over the shark country has jumped. But it could be worse. It could be fucking worse. We could be Canada. Or the UK. Or fucking Australia. It could be worse. At least we don't have Ray Gunn disgracing our fucking nation. No. We just have Kamala Harris. That's it. Yeah. Who's more of a national disgrace, Ray Gunn or Kamala Harris? Oh, well, she ain't president yet. So I'd have to say Reagan. Reagan. Yeah, but give it time. No, but the worst part, if that bitch ends up winning, the worst part, it's going to set such a bad precedence for females, young female girls. All it's going to do, the message it's going to send to young female girls if Kamala Harris ends up becoming president, all it's going to tell young girls is, hey, it doesn't matter how hard you work in life. No, the only thing that matters is who you fuck. All you got to do is fuck the right guys, get on your knees and suck the right dick. And like that, you too can become the president of the United States. You just got to know who to fuck. You just got to suck the right dick. It's going to raise a generation of whores. I mean, women are fucking sluts enough as is. And to know that they could be incentivized by being whores and actually attain power by doing it, fuck. It's going to set such a bad precedence for females going forward if that fucking bitch ends up becoming president. Sleep your way to the top. She's going to be the definition of the sleep your way to the top bitch. Because that's what she did. She started as Mayor Willie Brown's side piece, for fuck's sake. That's how she broke into the business. Mayor Willie fucking Brown's side piece became the fucking president. Think about that for a second. What a fucking joke. Yeah, anybody see that fucking debate? Yeah, she just got fucking, well, I mean, it was bad optics. It really was. Because it already looks like Trump is like facing a handicap match against the fucking world. And then you see the debate, obvious handicap match, 3-on-1. And it comes to find out Kamala Harris had a fucking earpiece too the whole time. So she's being fed information, being fed what to say, in addition to having the two moderators fucking helping her. Now, if this bitch becomes president, what is she going to do if she has to have meetings with Vladimir Putin, Xi Jinping, if you know what I mean? If she has to meet with world leaders, negotiate peace treaties, trade deals, is she going to have moderators there helping her? She going to have the earpiece in and the deep state's going to be speaking into her ear, telling her what to say to Xi Jinping? Is that what's going to happen? I mean, fuck. A lot of it's big picture time, guys. A lot of these fucking white dudes for Kamala people, like how she can't even handle a fucking debate, for fuck's sake. How is she going to handle negotiating peace treaties and fucking trade deals? How's she going to bring peace to the Middle East, to the Ukraine? How's she going to fucking fix any of that shit? How's she going to fix inflation? What the fuck does Trump talking about Charlottesville have to do with food prices right now? With gas prices, you fucking whore? No, nobody fucking cares. Oh, but Trump said this, he said that. Nobody cares about what Trump said. You guys are just taking everything he says out of context anyway. How are we going to get food prices back to normal? How are we going to get gas affordable again? This is the fucking shit that matters to people. The shit that didn't really get talked about, if you know what I mean. No, but they're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. At least it went fucking viral with that meme. That might be enough to put him over. Because if there's one thing Americans love more than anything, the one thing they love more than their children, it's their fucking pets. And if they find out that their pets are in danger, that might actually spur them to action. Yeah, I've long said that most like parents, they don't love their children. They look at them as nothing more than fashion accessories to their lifestyle. There are far, far too many autistic kids for the latter to be true, if you know what I mean. Because if you truly loved your child, like how in the fuck would you allow them to get an MMR jab before the age of 3? It really makes no sense. To not know at this point in the game is willful ignorance. And so many parents just, oh yeah, stick all those poisons in my kid. Go ahead, doctor. Doctor. Yeah, these fucking doctors get paid money for every fucking jab they give the kid. Of course they're going to pump him up with as much fucking shit as they can. Doctors are evil and can't be trusted. And they wonder why 1 out of every 36 fucking kids is born with autism now. It's been proven. To not know at this point in the game is willful ignorance. It's the MMR jab, the measles, mumps, rubella. The TISM in Japan, the country of Japan, is virtually non-existent. You want to know why? It's because they wait till the age of 3 to give their children the MMR jab. Because by then, their immune system is built up enough to handle it. Some evil fucking shit. But if Trump gets in there and he puts RFK Jr. into some cabinet level position in charge of the FDA or CDC or just all of that shit, the blanket, whatever, the czar of health, the health czar or something. Because RFK Jr., he's not just well aware of how dangerous the jabs are, but he knows how dangerous all of the food is. All of the fucking poisons they're putting in the food. Yeah, this is what we need. People who are put in charge and delegated to areas that are actually going to make a difference, if you know what I mean. Because one of Trump's biggest fuck-ups in his first term was that he delegated all of the positions of power to swamp rats. Like, literally, all the people he put into his cabinet, all the people he put in positions of power, were all, like, establishment conservative swamp rats from the fucking Bush era, basically. It was a fucking joke. And, like, every good thing he did was basically undid overnight with a stroke of the pen by the pants shit and demented pedophile via executive order. Yeah, hopefully if Trump gets in there, he fucking does the same thing. Just signs 200 fucking executive orders on day one. That's what I would do. Fuck, why not? The precedent has been set. He's gonna be a dictator. You're damn right I am. Yeah, just do it. Go all in as the dictator. Be the dictator we need and deserve. But you never know. A miracle of God could happen and he might actually get in there. Yeah, the media, they like to talk about the white supremacists this, the white supremacists that. The white supremacists, they're gonna tear down the society. They're coming after the institutions. Like, they're scared of the white supremacists overthrowing society. Like, really? The white supremacists don't need to do a damn thing. Just look at what's happening. All they have to do is just sit back and watch as society collapses on its own. You leftists are doing a perfectly good job of that on your own. I mean, fuck. White supremacists don't need to lift a finger. Yeah, society is collapsing without them, if you know what I mean. Fuck. Yeah, just look at BLM, Antifa. Like, who is more dangerous, the white supremacists or BLM and Antifa? I mean, fuck. Have the white supremacists gone out and burnt fucking cities to the ground? As far as I know of, no. What about Charlottesville? What about Charlottesville? Like, anybody who's actually done a deep dive on Charlottesville knows it was actually a false flag. They fucking went after some statue of some famous Confederate whatever just to lure a few good old boys to the area, just so they could funnel them into an Antifa meat grinder so that, no, something might happen, and they get it on camera, and they fucking look at that one guy trying to get out of there because they were trying to fucking kill him, and some fat bitch has a heart attack, and then he gets multiple life sentences. But then this one fucking black guy actually fucking mows down several people and says he wanted to kill people, and they let him out on fucking probation or something like that. Like, are you fucking kidding me? And you tell me that there's no such thing as the leftist supremacist movement? Oh, no. The leftist supremacist movement is real. The white supremacist movement, if it is real, there's no clear and present danger. But the leftist supremacist movement, there is a clear and present danger. Yes, it is real. Make no fucking mistake. The leftist supremacist movement is real. And that's the thing that needs to be addressed. BLM, Antifa, for the simple fact that those two entities exist, is proof enough of my statement right there. Because those are supremacist groups that belong to leftist ideology. But it's not really an ideology. No. What it really is It's a fucking religion is what it is. It's a fucking religion. And the religion, it stands upon a platform. The platform that props up this particular religion is a platform made out of dead baby fetuses. Yep. Abortion, the central tenet by which their whole fucking party stands. And what is abortion, really? I mean, it's nothing more than a churched up form of child sacrifice. And ever since the quote unquote abortion ban from the Supreme Court, where it's now basically up to all of the states, and a lot of these real evil, nasty states that are ran by the most evil, wicked leftists, the ones like California, New York, Colorado, those ones, what they've done is they've passed bills that actually allow the child to be terminated post-birth. In California, it's like up to a month almost, the child can die outside of the womb. And it's just like, oh, it's just considered an abortion. Like, oh, no big whoop. Nobody's going to be prosecuted or nothing. What they've done is they've sanctioned child sacrifice is what they've done. Anybody who studied Satanists knows that abortion is like a huge part of Satanist culture. Like, to the Satanist, it's not considered like a clump of cells or whatever. No, when they perform the abortion, they know they're committing murder. They're in the most worst form of murder, too. To take the most innocent life there is an unborn child. And the only reason they do that is because, well, they would kill it outside of the womb. And a lot of times they do it in the most darkest fucking underground satanic sects. But in order to just skirt the law, to stay within the law, a lot of these satanic groups will just do the abortions. That way they stay within the realm of the law. They're not committing quote unquote murder in the eyes of normal law. But they know in the eyes of God they have committed murder. But now, these states that have sanctioned post-birth abortion, what they've done is like, hey, all you people that practice ritual child sacrifice, hey, come move to our state. You can fucking do that shit here, and it's perfectly fine. Boy, I think I'm going to move to California. Yeah, somebody did a real interesting study about the cases of missing children, like year-round, and a startling statistic was found. During Passover, the number of missing children skyrockets over 300%. And it's like that year in and year out. Kind of weird, if you know what I mean. Boy, that's blood libel. That's blood libel. Shut up, Big Daddy. All right. You're going to have Rabbi Smirnoff after you now, your ass. Just like he came after, well, what's her face? Candace Owens? Or whatever the fucking rabbi's name was. Yeah, I guess Candace Owens had a debate with the rabbi Shmuley on the Piers Morgan show. That was pretty entertaining. Yeah, the tale of Candace Owens can be summed up like, this is the reason why the right loses. All you have to do is look at the tale of Candace Owens. Like, have you ever heard Candace Owens tell her story or whatever? Like, literally, Candace Owens said she never would have been who she is today if it wasn't for, well, you see, she started out like doing what I do, basically, like kind of like a real low budget podcast, but I think she had cameras or whatever. But she said a good Samaritan gave her $500. And with that $500, what she did was she was able to buy a better microphone, a better camera, got herself a nice looking suit. And like that, her like fucking show shot to the next level. And like she said, if she never would have got that $500 donation, she would probably still just be a lowly podcaster that nobody ever heard of. Because she wouldn't have been able to, you know, make herself look more presentable, give it a much more studio look, a more professional look, if you know what I mean. That's the reason why the right loses, guys, right there. Because the right has to rely upon the goodwill of random strangers to give you money. Whereas the left is well funded. Yes, they are well funded. Do you think a guy like Destiny would have ever got where he got in life if he wasn't well funded, if he didn't have big, powerful people behind him, pushing him, funding him, pushing him in the algorithms? No. People like Dim Fool and those others, like they're fucking real lucky if they get any fucking money. And if they do, it's usually from foreign fucking powers like Russia and like that. You're completely discredited. The only foreign power that's allowed to influence our media is the communist Red Chinese and Israel, don't you know? War in the Ukraine, good. All right. Where are we going with this? Where are we going with this? Yeah, you hear about that prominent leftist Ed Krasenstein? Boy, you talk about a soy boy. I heard him on a fucking an X call. Like, it was recently revealed that he has the largest teen porn site there is. Yep, prominent leftist Krasenstein, largest teen porn site there is. And when this was revealed, he was like all bitching and moaning about how he can't go in there and just censor everybody that are talking about it. Yeah, this is the mindset of the left. People find out about your deep dark secrets. Oh, I just want to censor them and make them shut up. Yeah, speaking of porn, I guess there's this huge market for trans porn. It's like the biggest fucking burgeoning market. That ought to show you right there where fucking society is going, where all of civilization is going, for the simple fact that trans porn is booming in popularity. But anyway, what's happening is females, grifter females, what they're doing is they're pretending to be mentally ill men pretending to be women so they could grift money off of fucking degenerate closet homosexuals. Yep. You believe that fucking shit? And here's the kicker. The troons are mad about it. Like, you can't do this. You can't pretend to be something you're not. That's just not right. Like, you can't see the irony there? You are pretending to be something you're not. You fucking mentally ill piece of fucking shit. Mentally ill men LARPing around as women. That's what they are. Never forget that. Hold on, I hear my dog scratching at the door. Let me let him in real quick. He's a good boy. Hold on, boy. All right. Where was I? Yeah. Yeah, speaking of mentally ill transvestites and all that shit, remember I talked about the Troon Manifesto that was released about that one shooter that tried to shoot up that Christian school? Well, this was a female that wanted to be a man, and it was really, really upset that it didn't have a penis and it couldn't have butt sex with a black girl. And like, that was like the whole like crux behind like the whole fucking insanity. Like, it was so like distraught that it couldn't have anal sex with a fucking black bitch. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. These people need locked away in mental institutions, heavily medicated, not allowed to interact with society because they're fucking dangerous. Drones. Trantifa. That's what they're called. Trantifa. Yep. You would own nothing, have nothing, and like it. As Klaus Schwab would say. Her mother died from, in regards to EVS's wife. Oh, so maybe it runs in the family. Maybe it wasn't the jab, or maybe the jab exacerbated it. Just find it scary. I was an EMT, and I can't help the human experience. Yeah, you hear about Bill Gates chipping babies in Africa? Yeah, one of these African nations basically sold out its babies to Bill Gates. So Bill Gates, he's launched some sort of experimental chip thing over there where the babies are born and they have a chip implanted into them shortly after they're born. And it's supposed to like keep track of all of their fucking whatever. And it's just a prototype run for if they want to do that to all of us, you know. Like, we're going to see how it goes here in this African country, and we're going to do it to all of you. It's going to hurt a lot of people. Remember that? When he was being interviewed about the jab way back in the day, and they're like, wait a minute, why is Bill Gates involved in the jab? And he's like doing that interview, and he's like, oh, it's going to hurt a lot of people. And then some independent European fucking review came out where it said like almost 40 million fucking people have died worldwide because of that shit. Yeah, that sounds like it's hurt a lot of people, all right, Bill. There's a special little spot in hell reserved for you, Bill Gates, you fucking piece of shit. Well, and they said Hitler was a bad guy. Fuck. Hitler's got nothing on Bill Gates, Anthony Fauci, all these fucking pieces of shit. Think about how many fucking people are responsible, how many deaths are responsible for these motherfuckers. Jesus Christ. 6 million? Try 40 million. Fuck. And that's just the tip of the iceberg, because as the years go on, the body count's just going to rise. It's going to fucking rise. But Hitler's going to go down in history as the worst monster. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Hitler, in the end, he's going to wish he had a fucking body count like Fauci. Fuck. Oh, real. Yeah, there's one thing Kamala Harris has going on for her, though. She got the endorsement of not just Dick Cheney, but Vladimir Putin as well. Yep, she got the Putin-Cheney endorsement. Yeah, the media was trying to champion that shit too. Look, Dick Cheney likes her. Like, Dick Cheney, like, isn't Dick Cheney like literally Satan to you guys? And all of a sudden, he's an okay guy now. Like, I distinctly remember you people like literally saying Dick Cheney was the incarnation of the devil himself. But since he came out and endorsed Kamala Harris, now he's an okay guy. Same thing with Putin, I guess. Putin. Yikes. Some people are just fucking stupid, though. You can't fix stupid. Stupid is forever. Yeah, Democrat voters. I mean, really, have you ever met a Democrat voter that wasn't just fucking just like doofy, mongoloid, just dumb motherfucker? Oh, real. Like Vito, just Waldy, Destiny. Like, just the level of intelligence of one of those guys. They're not very bright people. Let's put it that way. But the worst part about liberals, they're not bright at all. They're low IQ as fuck. They're dumb. But they think they're so fucking smart. They think they're smarter than everybody else. They always think they're the smartest person in the room. I mean, they are the definition of the Dunning-Kruger. They really are. They have no idea how stupid they are. They really don't. It fucking hurts. It really does. Boy, we're closing in on that 1 hour mark. You know what? I think we may take a break. And then when we come back, we'll tone the show down, simmer it down. We'll talk about some more lighthearted stuff, some stuff that takes place in the realm of the independent comic book underground, the griftosphere, if you will, Comicsgate, Rippaverse, and all of the adjacent subgroups and people within it. If there's something funny to be harvested from it, of course, or life lessons. There's one thing you'll get from the Big Daddy Show is humor and life lessons, and good music. I don't guarantee much, but one thing I do guarantee is there will be good music. Now, let's find a good bumper song to throw on for the halftime show. Oh yeah, my friend. All right. We're going to take a little break, and we're going to come back. Go get yourself a sandwich, pour yourself a drink, go to the bathroom, go light yourself a cigarette, take a little break, and come back and prepare for the next episode. Big Daddy, The man, the myth, the motherfucking legend, the triggerer of cucks, the breaker of cults, the ender of bloodlines. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again. Because a vision softly creeping left its seeds while I was sleeping. And the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence. In restless dreams I walked alone, narrow streets of cobblestone, beneath the halo of a street lamp. I turned my collar to the cold and damp, when my eyes were stabbed by the flash of a neon light that split the night and touched the sound of silence. And in the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more. People talking without speaking, without listening, writing songs that the voices never shared. No one dared disturb the sound of silence. Fool, as I said, you do not know. Silence like a cancer grows. Hear my words that I may teach you. Take my arms that I may reach you. Spread the words that the Father always says till you're dead. And hear the sound of silence. And hear the sound of silence. The sound of silence. And touch the sound of silence.
Well, I'm doing alright, I'm getting good in grades. The future's so bright that I gotta wear shades. Gotta wear shades. Right brain, left brain, feeling all the rage. The future's so bright that I gotta wear shades. Gotta wear shades. And I'm on the edge of glory, hanging on the moment of truth. And I'm on the edge of glory. Tell me, bitch, what you gonna do? I'm on the edge, the edge, the edge, the edge, the edge. I'm on the edge, the edge, the edge, the edge, the edge. And I wear my sunglasses at night, so I can hide. And I wear my sunglasses at night, so I can hide. I wear my sunglasses at night. I wear my sunglasses at night. so I can hide. And I wear my sunglasses at night, so I can hide. My, all I want is to drop real high. My, say it once and then I'll sing it twice. My, although it hurts, it kind of feels really nice. My, all I want is to drop real high. And I wear my sunglasses at night, so I can hide. I wear my sunglasses at night. I wear my sunglasses at night. What is best in life? Crush your enemies, see them bleed right before your eyes, hear them scream. Please don't let me die. Lamentation of the women, feminism is a sin. Lamentation of the women. Crush enemies while dancing with the devil in the dark. Daddy never take no crap. Daddy with the big dick slap. Daddy with the best in life. Crush enemies breath, dancing with the devil in the day, day and night. Tell me now what is best tonight. Crush enemies work, leave my soul of pain. Crush enemies work, dancing with the devil in the rain. I'm crush enemies while feeling my soul a spark. Crush enemies while dancing with the devil in the dark. Daddy never take no crap. Daddy with the big dick slap. Daddy with a pimp slap hand. Daddy be the back door man. Yo, what is best in life? Crush your enemies. What is best in life? Crush your enemies. Crush your enemies.
He's Pet of the Week, Placer County Animal Shelter. He's a very loving cat.
Hang on to us, please. Oh, yeah. Pinky.
Pinky.
Pinky. Whoa.
Well, we got a wildcat on our hands. Pinky, settle down, bud. Careful, Cole. Careful. Why don't I get a catch pole? Somebody got a catch pole.
Oh. Pinky.
Just set it over there.
No.
Get a catch pole.
Catch our pole to get him.
Yeah, because I'm not going to grab him. Oh, dude.
Watch it, he's caught up in there. Just disconnected from the deck. You got him back?
Excuse my language.
Pinky would later go on to be captured by a Haitian and skinned and eaten. Yeah, that is the tale of Pinky. And we're back. And we're back. Yeah, Fauci, he had the labs with dogs getting their faces eaten off by insects. The left didn't care. Yeah, monsters, all of them. Yeah, that's how I would do Fauci. Like, if I ever had my way and I could round all these fuckers up at 3, 4 a.m. and do these fuckers the way they need to be done, this is exactly how I would do Fauci. The same thing you did those poor little puppies, Fauci. Put your face in that fucking thing and let a bunch of insects devour your fucking face while you live. Ah! Just eat your fucking eyeballs out. Same thing with Bill Gates, too. All socialists' claims on ideology of social for everyone ideology. However, it is purely selfish from people who will never work for any goal. Yep. At the end of the day, socialism is basically a churched up form of communism. It really is. I think we don't really have anything wrong with what we got going. It's just we have such fucking corrupt, stupid people running things. Like I said, the planet is just so woefully mismanaged. If we had better people running shit, things would be so much better. They really would. Yeah, knowledge. A lot of people are losing knowledge out there. Speaking about losing knowledge, I guess there was a fucking ruling here, a court case involving Internet Archive. There's a site, Internet Archive, where people go upload just whatever. And one thing people would upload is they would scan and upload books. It was basically one of the world's biggest online libraries, is what it was. And there was this huge lawsuit about books being scanned and uploaded, and the fucking Internet Archive lost the case. So like over 500,000 books were purged from Internet Archive. It was basically the digital version of the burning of the Library of Alexandria, is what it was. Fucking not a word from the left, though, obviously. Something like that is obviously something they're not going to care about, though. Lost knowledge. Yeah, nobody cares about knowledge. Oh, but if they took down Instagram or TikTok or something like that, oh shit, then they get fucking pissed. Yeah, but like a lot of things when it comes to piracy, hopefully it just several other sites that are kind of like Internet Archive will also pop up where these books can be uploaded, hopefully. Because almost any book you can find for free online if you look hard enough. You don't got to go buy it at Barnes and Noble or go to a library. Almost all information and knowledge that can be found on the internet somewhere if you look hard enough. This is why college is obsolete. Like, nobody should be going to college anymore. All of that information you're going to learn in college can be learned for free on the internet. You stupid fucks. And like that, you're not in debt fucking hundreds of thousands of dollars. Yeah, people are dumb, though. Like, oh, but this job requires a degree. I have to get the degree. Like, do you really, though? As long as you do your job good, is the degree really necessary? All it does is just puts you in debt. And more often than not, people with a degree are dumb as fuck. Yeah, you want to know the first litmus test for a person's true level of intelligence? Find out whether or not they've been to a 4-year college or university. You're pretty much guaranteed they're going to be a fucking pudding brain liberal. Because that's all those places are meant to do. Just churn out good little Democrat voters. That's it. Yeah, all of this DEI fucking shit's really killing a lot of the buzz out there for people, especially in the entertainment industry, especially in video games. God, video games are so woke now. You hear about Concord? Yeah, there's this video game came out called Concord. It took like 8 years of development, over $200 million. And when it finally released, it was only out there for like less than 2 weeks, and they had to pull the game off because nobody fucking bought the game. Like, literally, there was nobody on the servers. Nobody wanted anything to do with that fucking hot woke trash, basically. I hope the same fucking thing happens to Dragon Age 4. I really fucking do. Nothing would tickle me more if the same fucking thing happened to Dragon Age 4. I hope it flops even harder than Concord. I really do. I really hope it does. Yeah, loot boxes, multiplayer, microtransactions. That was the shit that killed modern gaming. It really is. Like, I can't believe they haven't even come out with a sequel to Grand Theft Auto 5 yet. Like, literally, back in the day when I still used to play video games, like Grand Theft Auto 5 was one of the last games I had played. And I, like, looked into video games again, and I just assumed they'd be on Grand Theft Auto 8 by now, you know? Like, what do you mean they never made a sequel to Grand Theft Auto 5? Like, surely they made a sequel to Skyrim. What's the sequel to Skyrim? Oh, no, they never made a sequel to Skyrim. Like, what? They never made a sequel to Skyrim? What? Like, literally all of the great video games that I used to play back in the day never got sequels. They, like, all they're doing is just playing, like, more polished up versions of them and shit. It's like at some point society just completely stopped evolving, like, everywhere. Video games, that's one of the fucking fronts right there where you can see it. Like, literally, you can have an old Xbox 360 and play all of the fucking video games on that, and it's basically the same as all the games nowadays. It really is. Except it's way, way fucking cheaper. Like, I heard a PlayStation 5 just came out, and it's like $700 or something. And that's just for the stock one. If you want to buy all the add-on bullshit, then it's this, and that. And at that point in the game, it's like, why not just buy a PC? Just get a fucking high-end PC, a gaming PC, because then you can do a lot more shit with it. Video editing, get a nice OBS setup, and start streaming. Yeah, what's been going on out there with the cryptosphere? Yeah, remember rewriting Ripley? Yeah, a long time ago. This was years back. A bunch of these dumb whores from this website called Rewriting Ripley. They came out and they got doxxed by Kiwi Farms, and they threw a little hissy fit about it. And then they went to ground for a while, but I guess Rewriting Ripley came up again, and they tried to cancel the cryptosphere, but it didn't work. Like, they fucking tried to use the YouTube terms of service and get a bunch of channels fucking demonetized. But it backfired badly, and Rewriting Ripley complained about it, and they lamented the fact they weren't able to get the cryptosphere canceled and take away their ability to make money and feed themselves. I've said this about these fucking people. They will not rest until they see you fucking homeless and see you dead. That's what they ultimately want to do, is just see you dead. Yeah, I was looking on Twitter, the reaction of the left over the cats and dogs meme from Trump. And a lot of them, they were just wishing death upon Trump supporters. That was the most majority of the shit I saw. Leftists wishing death upon Trump supporters for making memes about the dogs and cats. They're so racist. I hope they die. I wish the Haitians would eat you. Yep. Boy, speaking of woke leftists, you hear about Vito? He spent the super killer money. It's all spent on stocks and Bitcoin. Yep. Right now, this is the single biggest scandal in the cryptosphere that nobody is talking about. How Vito blew all the super killer money on stocks and Bitcoin. Like, didn't the stock market, like, fucking crash here recently? A couple weeks ago? Something like that? Bitcoin, fuck. Yeah, the time to buy Bitcoin was right after the Sam Bankman fraud scandal, when Bitcoin dropped down to $15,000. That was the time to buy it. And then it jumped up to, what, $75,000? You would have fucking netted $60,000 profit there. Yeah, but he spent all of the super killer money on Bitcoin and stocks. Now, just imagine for a second if Ethan Van Sciver, or heaven forbid, Eric July was revealed to take all of the money that they had got and just spend it all on Bitcoin and stocks. Like, wouldn't that be kind of a scandal? Like, before the product is even delivered, before all of the artwork is done, all of the money's already spent. Like, if Vito would have only set aside like between $2,500 to $5,000 for refunds, literally he would not be in this fucking situation where he's almost on the verge of losing everything. All because he couldn't issue a refund on demand. Yep, it all goes back to that moment where Mint Salad wanted her fucking money back. Her and Riley, they wanted the $600 back from Vito. And Vito's, I don't have the money. I don't have the money. It's spent. And that's when he revealed that he spent all the money on stocks and Bitcoin. Had Vito been able to just refund their money right then and there, Riley wouldn't have threatened to go to his fucking house. It all goes back to Vito gambling away the fucking backer money and not setting aside any money for refunds. Had he set aside a small amount for refunds, the entire Riley situation never would have happened, because he would have been able to refund him right there on the spot, and it never would have been able to fucking escalate. Because Riley said he was going to come to his house to get the $600, remember? Yeah, but it all goes back to Vito being a fucking greedy pig, spending all of the fucking backer money. The biggest fucking scandal in the griftosphere right now. Nobody's talking about it. The Big Daddy's talking about it. Yeah, I might just have to clip this bit and upload it. A little special video, if you know what I mean. Yeah, it seems like you want to get all of your artwork done, paid for, and have all of that shit squared away before you'll blow all of the fucking backer money. Basically, take it to the casino and gamble it, because that's what you're doing. When you put all of your money into stocks and Bitcoin, you're gambling is what you're doing. Vito gambled away all the backer money. Well, can you imagine being so fucking stupid you would have supported that fat clown? For a fucking piece of woke leftist propaganda, too. Anybody who's looked at Superkiller knows. I mean, this is a political pamphlet is what this is. This is a fucking political pamphlet you would get at a fucking David Hogg speech. That's what this fucking shit is. Woke leftist trash. That's what Superkiller is. Write that shit in stone. A political pamphlet you would get at a fucking David Hogg speech. All it does, like, gets on a soapbox and preaches gun control. That's what it's all about. Superkiller is nothing more than a thinly disguised fucking left-wing propaganda for gun control. That's all that fucking shit is. Nothing more. Fucking nothing more. Maybe he's hoping Michael Moore will make a fucking documentary about it. Yeah, that's a dead franchise right there. After he pulled all this shit with his fans. Yeah, Ripoff versus turned on him too. It's only a matter of time till we see a Vito puppet. Yeah, their whole fucking shtick, their whole show is based on making fun of people for being overly serious about stupid shit or whatever. And here Vito goes and he's overly serious about stupid shit. Like, really? You think Riley's going to come to your house and pour pig blood on your car and steal your cats? Really? But when you joke around about raping kids, I'm literally going to rape your kids. I'm not joking. We're supposed to just automatically assume you're joking when you say you're not joking. You're literally not joking. You're going to rape the kids. But Riley, we have to automatically assume Riley is serious when he says he's going to come pour pig blood on your car and steal one of your cats climbing in through your chimney. Like, come on, man. Come on. Fuck. He's obviously hiding something there at his fucking place. He doesn't want anybody to come there and see what he's hiding. Tell me, Vito, just exactly how many lady boys are living at your fucking house? Or your apartment, I should say. He's living in a fucking apartment complex, you watch. Or with his parents. Living with his parents in an apartment complex with a harem of troons. That would be top. With an altar of Moloch right outside the door. There you go. That's the reason why he doesn't want anybody coming around. Nobody want to see that shit. Yeah, Vito, he was really triggered over the Haitian cat bullshit. Boy, literally, a fucking Haitian could be devouring Vito's cat right in front of him. Vito would still deny it. He would blame systemic racism and the patriarchy. No fucking joke. That's how liberal that guy is. Boy, yeah, you want to know what the death of Western civilization sounds like? Just listen to Vito Gesualdi speak. That's the sound of the death of Western civilization right there. Oh, fucking real. Yeah, ripoff verse, though, what he suggested is that Dick should have a series of rotating guests onto the show and have it be like real fucking like hard hitting, fucking biting, just real good satire, real good fucking shit like that. That might work, might be more entertaining, might not. But if I was Vito, this is what I would do. I would be like, hey, it sounds like you guys, it sounds like I think I just need to take a break from the show. I'm just going to step away from the show for a while and you just do your own thing. And then maybe I'll come back, maybe I won't. We'll see. And like Vito should just step away from the show for a month and just see what happens. You want to know what would happen? By the end of that 1 month period, people would be begging for him to come back, I bet. They would literally be begging for him to come back. And the show would be bigger than it would ever fucking be. Like, if they really want to play this right, that's what they should do. Have Vito go to ground for a month and just work on the comic, get that fucking shit finished. And just see how Dick Masterson would handle a show without Vito. And just see how that shit would go. Because I've said this before, it doesn't really work unless you've got a really fat, dumb liberal on there that you can make fun of. Like, unless you replace him with somebody on the level of Boogie himself, it really doesn't work. But, well, you could replace him with Destiny. Just replace the fat jokes with cuck jokes. I guess that might work. There's certainly enough material there. Yeah, Destiny is such a cuck. Like, he is literally gone on the record as saying back when he had a girlfriend, back before she left him, well, she was, he ended up marrying the stupid bitch. This is how to show you what a fucking cuck this guy is. He married this whore. But before he married this whore, he would allow her to go fuck dudes and they would cream pie her. And his favorite thing to do would be to eat other men's cum out of his girlfriend's pussy. Yes. Destiny, champion of the left. His favorite thing to do would be to eat the cum of strange men out of his fucking whore girlfriend's pussy. And this is the guy that Dick Masterson and Vito love hanging out with and are good friends with. Yeah, I judge people by the fucking company you keep. When you're fucking real good friends with people like Destiny, Vito Gesualdi, Boogie, it kind of fucking speaks volumes about your fucking character. Or lack thereof, if you know what I mean. But then again, if you just use these people as sideshow freaks to make yourself money, like when you understand or realize Dick Masterson is basically just nothing more than a poor man's Howard Stern, and Vito is his Baba Booey, then it all makes fucking sense. Yeah, Baba Booey can be replaced, but you can't replace Howard Stern. The only question is, who do you replace him with if you do? A fatter, dumber, fucking liberal. There was only one liberal more fatter and dumber than Vito, and that's Boogie. It really is. I can't think of a liberal more dumber and fatter. There may exist one out there, but I just can't think of him off the top of my head. But yeah, it really doesn't work unless you got somebody on there to poke fun of and make fun of. You know, somebody like Maddox or Vito or like I said, Destiny just substitutes the fat jokes for cuck jokes. But they're all talking about how, oh, Vito, he's not having a good time. Look at him, he's getting bullied. They're making fun of his weight. They're calling him fat. Like, it could be worse. It could be way fucking worse. There's one thing I've never seen Dick Masterson do, and that's make fun of Vito about fucking transvestites. Dating troons. I've never heard Dick Masterson make fun of him once about that shit. Let me put it this way. If you date a mentally ill man LARPing around as a woman and you have sex with that mentally ill man LARPing around as a woman, you stick your penis into a shit-filled anus of a man or into his mouth, you want to know what happens? You are officially a homosexual. You have crossed the Rubicon. There's no coming back from that. You are officially a homosexual after that. Has Dick Masterson ever made fun of Vito for being a fucking fat homo? No, he hasn't. I've never heard Dick Masterson once make fun of Vito about fucking transvestites. You want to know why? I bet it's because Dick Masterson himself has also fucking dated trans people. I bet you that's the reason why. Why else wouldn't he fucking make fun of him? Why else wouldn't he? Makes no sense. Makes no damn sense. Yeah, I bet Dick Masterson has fucking dated a troon or two. One thing you got to understand about people from California, they're a completely different breed of animal than the rest of us. They really are. I mean, this is a different breed of human. People from California, they really fucking are. And they're not the breed of human you want to fucking around you, if you know what I mean. Yeah, many states have natural disasters like earthquakes, tornadoes, hurricanes. And then there are some states that have the worst form of natural disaster there is. California refugees. Yep. There is no worse form of natural disaster than a California refugee. Because what they do is they infiltrate your state, take over, and they start voting Democrat and put in those same garbage politicians that destroyed their state. And then all of a sudden, like that, your state is destroyed too. Wokists, like locusts, they come in for your soul. They come in for the motherfucking children's genitals. Oh, real. People like Vito, the worst form of human there is. They're fucking dangerous. They are a fucking menace to society. They really are. You want to know why? Because they would see society burnt to the fucking ground if it meant that a Democrat could rule over its fucking ashes. For real. There is nothing more dangerous than a leftist. For that fucking reason alone. They would literally see this fucking country burn to the ground if it meant that a Democrat could rule over its fucking ashes. Hold on, I got cotton mouth. I gotta drink something. All right. Yeah, a lot of interesting stuff has been happening in that side of the griftosphere. The Dick and Vito bullshit, all that drama. Vito the glutton. Him and EJ are Stuttering John's illegitimate sons. Oh yeah, cash grab too. I'm surprised he hasn't fucking released that yet. Like, he better release it before the year's end because, like I said, if that fucking bitch gets in there, this might be the last time any of these fucking people have any money. Last time they could afford to buy these stupid grifter books. Vito's mad. Riley's not bringing him cheese pizza. Huh. Vito wants a viral moment of someone coming to his door. Otherwise, he wouldn't keep pounding it like he does. Yeah, Vito has to learn a hard lesson here. A lesson that he once knew a long time ago. You want to know what that lesson is? Jokes are funny. That's the lesson. Jokes are funny. Remember, Vito? Remember, jokes are funny. Jokes are funny. That's the lesson here. You know what? I just looked. I've got about 5% left on my phone. I'm going to plug in my charger real quick. Hopefully this doesn't mess with my reception. All right, there we go. Charger plugged in. Hopefully everybody can still hear me. I had to reorient my phone a certain way, different way. I can't really read the chat, but I can kind of read the chat. Yeah, I can. All right. What was I talking about? Yeah, but I heard Vito, he came out and apologized, and I read his apology on Twitter. And well, you talk about the most backhanded apology. I mean, this was literally like Chuck Schumer wrote this fucking apology. Like anytime you have to preface your apology with the word if, it's not a real apology. If I offended anybody, then I'm sorry. Like, no, you're not, you fat piece of fucking shit. You're not sorry about anything. Yeah, Vito. Never forget, Vito also thought the January 6th narrative was real. The same guy that thought the January 6th narrative was real. Yeah, obviously he also thinks Riley's going to come to his house, pour pig blood on his car, and steal his cat. Yeah. Well, it just goes to show what a fucking just neurotic, just dumb piece of fucking shit he is. Hypochondriac. Yeah, but there was a lot of bad blood there for a while between Vito and a lot of people, especially Frog Tony. Yeah, I thought Frog Tony was almost poised for a redemption arc. Like he was going to turn Vito into his new Tommy Tallarico, going to fucking do video after video about him. But then Vito came out with that half-assed fucking backhanded apology. And then it gave Frog Boy the excuse he needed not to unleash a jihad upon him that he probably didn't really want to unleash because he gave up so easily. Like, bro, that was obviously not a real apology. Like, you should have fucking tore into that, and that should have been a part of your new fucking show right there. Talking about how Vito's fucking so insincere with this apology. You should have went through it fucking line by line like how you do. I know. Yeah, they had a huge struggle session there, a huge fucking cope stream with Vito on there, and this was on the Frog Tony show. And had EVS on there, Vito, had all sorts of people on there. Fucking super chats start flowing through. Hey, Trixie. I mean, Digi, bro. And as the stream's going, I'm looking at it on my phone, and then my phone is oriented in such a way to where I can't really see all of the people, but I could kind of see their faces a little bit or their avatars. And I saw Robert Romano was on the stream. I was like, Robert Romano, what the fuck is he doing here? Looks like he's starting to grow his hair back a little bit. And I noticed how, as the stream was going, like Robert Romano, he was like fucking getting really, really animated and really into it. I'm like, what the fuck is Robert Romano getting all fucking animated for? Like, it sounds like he's really got some skin in the game here. Like, I didn't even know he knew any of these fucking people. Like, damn, Robert Romano, he sounds a little bit more masculine and high tea than normal, though. Normally, he's just like a real subdued soy boy. Yeah, as the fucking stream's going, Vito's like fucking trying to like make people feel sorry for him. And then there was like video played, oh no, it was audio of a phone call recording between Vito and Riley. And I guess Vito recorded Riley without Riley knowing. And technically that's illegal in the state of California. You're not supposed to record people without their knowledge. You're supposed to tell them if you're recording them. But Vito is trying to weasel out of it by saying, oh, it's a technicality because I'm trying to protect myself, or there was threats made against me or something or whatever. And Vito was going off about how tough life is for him because of how fat he is and how discriminated he is against. And then I heard Robert Romano go off, discriminated against? You don't know nothing about being discriminated against. I'm trans. I'm like, what the fuck? Robert Romano is trans? I didn't know that. I'm like, wait a minute. Is this Robert Romano? So then I grabbed my phone and I oriented the screen to where I actually see these people. And I actually looked at the name. And it's like Trixie, the Rainbow Queen of the Desert, or something like that. I'm like, wait a minute. Is Robert Romano trolling people? Or did he actually come out as trans and he's fucking just, what the fuck is going on here? And then all of a sudden it hit me. I had my Chaz Parliamentary from The Usual Suspects moment where I dropped the cup and he figures out who Kaiser Soze was. Anybody who's remember that infamous film, the Bryan Singer film, the sodomite director Bryan Singer, the film The Usual Suspects, Kaiser Soze, one of the biggest twists in film history, where it turns out Kevin Spacey, like the retard verbal Kent, he's actually the arch villain Kaiser Soze, who orchestrated everything. And the cop character finally figured it out at the end, but he had already let him walk, and he's already out of the police station. So he runs out, he's trying to find him, but he's too late. Kaiser Soze got away. But I had my Chaz Parliamentary moment where I dropped the cup. And I figured out who Kaiser Soze was. And I'm like, wait a minute. This isn't Robert Romano. This isn't Robert Romano at all. This is the infamous lolicon and brony known as Digibro. That's who this is. Oh, shit. Like, wait a minute. Is Digibro CG now? What the fuck? Digibro CG King Arc when? Yeah, Digibro CG now. You guys, fucking, you hear that? Digibro is CG now. Yep. I mean, fuck, Vito's CG. Why not have Digibro be CG too? Anybody knows who Digibro is? He was, well, remember that infamous fight with Ethan Ralph? Ethan Ralph like raided the compound like a fucking, like a World of Warcraft fucking party. Just raid the compound. Anyway, Digibro met him at the doorway, and he had this fight with Digibro. I think Riley was there too, if I'm not mistaken. Riley and Mint Salad were there. It was all filmed and it went viral. Ethan Ralph's gun was all hanging out. Him and Digibro were fucking throwing down. Yeah, Digibro, the infamous brony and lolicon, is now a member of CG. Yep. Yeah, he's on fucking HRT too, like fully truning out. Whether he's got the axe wound or not, I don't know. It is yet to be seen. But the funniest part about the whole fucking thing is, like, I thought this was Robert fucking Romano. But I had said, no, this sounds a little too high tea and masculine for Robert Romano. But that just goes to show how much of a fucking soy boy Robert Romano is. That I fucking thought Troon Digibro was more masculine and high tea than Robert Romano. Like, oh man, soy Ferratu. Yeah, they don't call him soy Ferratu for nothing. Let's put it that way. This guy is such a fucking soy boy that Digibro himself, fully truning out on HRT, is more masculine and high tea than he is. Oh, fucking real. Yeah, you watch. Digibro, he'll get fast tracked to CG King status before you know it. Get the full support of Ethan, just like a Vito with Super Killer. There'll be this whole subsect of people that maybe they're CG, maybe they're not, but Ethan's going to promote them. People like Vito and Digibro and those of their ilk. You watch. There's going to be a whole subsect of people like that. Yeah, Billy Tucci, he paved the way for that shit. Billy Two-Face. Hey, I'm Billy Two-Face. I get to do Kickstarter and get the full promotion of Comicsgate. But not you, because I'm Billy Two-Face. Yeah, they get Billy Two-Face status. You don't have to be CG, but you get the full benefit of the CG audience. Yeah, but aren't you CG? No. We're just taking your money. All your money we will take from you. True Christian conservative Republicans, railroad them out of the movement. We're going to prop up people like Vito and Digibro. That's what we're going to fucking do. Yikes. Yeah, maybe the CG slums were right to revolt. Yeah, anybody ain't see what's going on in the CG slums right now? Boy, I called this a while back with that video of mine, the CG slums mutiny. Yeah, the CG slums have gone completely off reservation. They've gone full rogue. They really have. Hold on, I gotta let my dog outside. He's scratching at the door. Maybe he hears coyotes. Coyotes, boy. Yeah, where was I? Oh yeah, CG slums going off reservation. Didn't really see that coming. The only question is, how exactly does Lord Finatra fit into this new ecosphere and environment? Because Lord Finatra's traditionally a pro CG guy, but I think all of his audience is pretty much like turned and gone full CG, like CG slums, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I don't know. I turned into one of those CG slums shows, and they're all lampooning Lord Finatra and making fun of him, talking about his bedwetting and whatnot. Yeah, it looks like he's getting bullied pretty hard over there. Yeah, it looks like they might be turning on Dark Grift too. I saw some stream where they're having some sort of trial for him, trial of Dark Grift. Yeah, it's like Lord of the Flies over there in the CG slums right now. It really is. They're eating their own. Yeah, I'm telling you, something broke collectively with that whole segment of CG when the Vic King revelations came to life. Something broke within them, like realizing that they were hanging out and supporting a known pederast for how many years, giving him money, propping him up, hanging out with him. And then when it happened, like something snapped within him and broke. And like that whole section of CG that just become like Super Saiyan moral fags, if you know what I mean. It's just really sad and cringe. The head wound campaign. The fucking head wound campaign. Sinatra is still my doge. But the dog jokes ain't getting old yet. Yeah, I saw they were watching some stream where Sinatra was spurging out because he was getting made fun of, and Sinatra was talking about how he'd been bullied all his life, this and that. Kind of pathetic sounding. And like you don't want to give them this reaction, Sinatra, because now they're EFAPing you and just making you look even more foolish, talking about the bedwetting again. Yeah. Seeing Vito getting bullied and seeing Sinatra getting bullied. And it reminds me of a story I once heard Mark Henry tell. The wrestler Mark Henry, the world's strongest man. Yeah, back when Mark Henry, the wrestler, first popped onto the scene, he knew nothing about the business because he came from the world of, I forget what it was exactly, weightlifting or something. He was called the world's strongest man. I assume it was weightlifting. Might have been wrestling too, I don't know. No, I think it might have been weightlifting. But anyway, he came to the WWE at the time, or it might have been WWF. I forget what it was at the time. But he knew nothing about the business. And I mean nothing. He didn't know like the various nomenclatures, like heels and babyface. So his first day there, like people are all admiring his physique. Hey, look at this. We got this big old dude here. He's going to be a fucking big star. And one of the wrestlers says, oh, look at you, big old baby face, you. And I guess Mark Henry, when he got called a baby face, he didn't understand that that was a wrestler term. It just means you're a good guy. But he thought that he was calling him a baby and making fun of him. So Mark Henry bowed up and was like ready to fight this guy. And all the wrestlers had to go, whoa, whoa, calm down there, big man. Calm down. They had to calm him down and explain it to him. But after that, I guess they were just merciless making fun of Mark Henry, because he would just get so mad whenever they'd make fun of him and tease him and like play pranks on him and jokes on him. And it got to the point where he had actually threatened to kill the Clique, like Triple H and all them. Like he had threatened to kill them. So what Vince McMahon did was he sent him to Canada, like had to like suspend him or whatever, but just keep him away from the rest of the wrestlers. And what he did was Owen Hart took him under his wing. And Owen Hart was the chief joker amongst all of them. He was always playing jokes and shit. Talked about a time where Owen Hart took a bunch of goats and pigs and released them into Vince McMahon's offices. And Vince McMahon came in there and there were goats and pigs in there and shit all over the place. And Vince knew immediately it was Owen. He's like, Owen! I think it's kind of ironic that Owen Hart was killed in the way he did. I think Vince McMahon orchestrated that to fucking get him back for all the fucking stupid shit he did. Get him back for breaking Stone Cold Steve Austin's neck. Yeah, but that's another story for another time. But Owen Hart was trying to tell Mark Henry, look, man, the reason why people are making fun of you so much is because you get so damn mad. And that's the reason why. It's just because of the reaction. If you didn't react the way you did, they wouldn't make fun of you. And Mark Henry didn't believe him at first. So what happened was Stu Hart, the patriarch of the Hart clan, Bret Hart and Owen Hart's father, took Mark Henry under his wing and basically taught him how to wrestle, actually taught him how to fucking wrestle. So when he finally came back, he was a much more polished wrestler after that. And I guess Ron Simmons was tried fucking with him. And Mark Henry bowed up at him, wanted to fight him. And he's like, why are you fucking always making fun of me? And Ron Simmons laughed. He's like, well, come on, man. You got to admit, it's funny when you get mad. And then Mark Henry, it clicked on him. He remembered what Owen Hart said. The only reason they make fun of you is because they want to see the reaction. It's all about the reaction that they get out of you. If you don't react, then they're not going to do it anymore. So then after that, Mark Henry completely changed his mindset when it came to people making fun of him and teasing him and shit. And he would just roll with it. And he would let it roll off of him or whatever. And he just didn't allow himself to get angry over it anymore. And once he didn't get angry over it anymore, then they stopped making fun of him. But I guess JBL, John Bradshaw Layfield, he was still fucking with him. But Mark Henry, I guess he took him behind the scenes, and Mark Henry told the story about he took him aside and he told Bradshaw, hey, look, man, if you fuck with me again, I'm going to kill you. I ain't playing with you. I swear to God, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to go to jail for the rest of my life, but I'm going to kill you dead if you fuck with me again. He basically just fucking threatened his life. And after that, JBL never made fun of him again. So even if you allow shit to roll off your fucking skin, there's always going to be that one guy who's still going to fucking go after you. And sometimes that one guy, you got to handle him a different way. And Mark Henry, his way to handle him, take him aside and basically threaten his fucking life. And it worked. Yeah, I guess JBL, he was the fucking worst when it came to bullying them. He was a top heel in the fucking game for a while, I guess, for a reason. Yeah, I heard he got banned in fucking Germany for doing a Hitler salute. But yeah, that's the lesson right there. If Vito and Finatra just don't fucking react to the people trying to make fun of them, well, then they don't have that. They are deprived of that thing that they need, a troll's precious source of energy, their mana, and that's the reaction. So if you deprive them of the reaction, then they're not going to do it anymore, because if you don't get no reaction, then you don't got nothing to play off of. And that's why shit worked so long for Eric July, because he was always reacting to all the shit that was going on. He heard a bad review about his comic, and then he reacted to it, and like that, it fucking everything popped off. Like if his response to the Dick Masterson review would have just been to simply not respond at all. Like, thanks for the notes. I'll take it under advisement. Just something like that. Literally, like, nothing would have fucking happened after that. But no, he chimped the fuck out, and it all snowballed because of the reaction. He got so fucking mad, and he chimped out. So everybody is looking for that reaction to see him chimp out again. But he's kind of been depriving people of that reaction, if you know what I mean. But he'll do it in different ways. Like he came out with a video and where he named names. Kind of strange how I came out with a video where I said one of his biggest strategic Rift War blunders was that he didn't name names. He was acting like a vague mushmouth. And when he did that, he basically attacked all of crowdfunding, and it gave Ethan the talking point he needed to rally the troops. And then all of a sudden, Eric July comes out and he starts naming names. But these are the good ones. And he's like basically drawing a line in the sand, like, hey, this is this side versus your side type of shit. Trying to balkanize the indie comic sphere. All he's going to do is just cause way more harm than good by doing that type of shit. Because it's not like any of these people's campaigns saw any significant fucking boost in anything. Like, you really want to fucking help out a campaign, you do one of your, multi-hour live streams, and you have the person on there with their project. You're kind of hanging out with them, talking with them, and every 10 or 15 minutes or so, you plug the project to your fucking audience, and you look at the numbers, and you try to get them to a certain goal. Let's try to get this guy $10,000 here. Let's do it. Come on, guys. We're not going to stop this stream until we get him 10,000, and something like that, But he's never going to fucking do that. The most he'll do is make a video where he shouts out some people. They might get a couple of sales, but that's it. But at the end of the day, now they're marked as fucking enemies to Comicsgate. Now the Comicsgate trolls are going to fucking go after him and shit. Rift Wars, what you going to do? Yeah, they're never going to end either. Never going to end. Yeah, it's best to stay out of all that too and just kind of look at it from afar and comment on it and just hurl bricks from afar the way I do. You don't want to get down into the muck with them, because then you become one of them. You don't want to get down into the muck with the pigs, because then you get that pig shit on you. You don't want to be smelling like pig shit, if you understand the metaphor. Yeah, but there's always the Iron Age. If you don't want to stain yourself with the pig shit of CG, you could proclaim yourself Iron Age. Yeah, I'm not CG, I'm Iron Age. Like, Iron Age. Does anybody actually think this Iron Age is going to take off and be a thing? The way CG was? I don't think so. Yeah, Iron Age, whatever that is, whatever it is, I think it's going to stagnate on the Vine. It's just going to be one of those, Twitter hashtags, basically. And that's all it's going to be. It's not going to be the way Comicsgate is, for one reason and one reason only. It's because Comicsgate has a head of the movement, Ethan Van Sciver. Iron Age doesn't have an Ethan Van Sciver. No, I mean, the closest thing Iron Age has is maybe Razor Puss, because he was the one that coined the term or whatever. But his book only, what, fucking 300 grand, something like that. But can Razor Fist do what Ethan does? No, unless the Iron Age has somebody out there that can do what Ethan does. Like, Iron Age is not going to become what Comicsgate was. It's going to be lesser than Comicsgate. Comicsgate's a stunted, shittier cousin. The mini-me to Comicsgate's Dr. Evil, if you will. Yeah, it doesn't have a head. It doesn't have a leader. It doesn't have an Ethan Van Sciver. Somebody that can fire up a 2, 3, 4 hour live stream, bring randos onto it, and push their campaigns and make them money. It doesn't have anybody like that. Razor Puss could try to do something like that. Come on, guys, support this guy. Let's get him past $10,000. Support this campaign. Godspeed. No, never gonna fucking happen. No, there was only one character and one character alone within that whole sphere that had that kind of power, but he's not going to utilize it because he's too fat, he's too stupid, he's too selfish, and he's too liberal. And that was Vito. Anybody who really paid attention to Vito and his psychology, the psychology of Vito, knows. Frog Tony had said this. Something changed within Vito after he made over $100,000 on his campaign. Like after that, like Vito, I mean, he already had this like unearned sense of like entitlement and like I'm better than you type of attitude. But after he made $100,000 on campaign, it's like it fucking like exacerbated itself 1,000-fold. Like he really thought he was like way better than everybody else after that, and like he kind of like had this I'm fucking my shit don't stink type attitude about him. Like anybody could see it too. Yeah, he could have used his powers for good, but instead decided to be a worthless, fat, dumb, low T liberal and fucking gamble all of the money on stocks and Bitcoin. Yeah. I bet of all of those fucking grifters, besides Ethan, Vito is the only one who could fire up a live stream 2 or 3, 4 hours, bring some rando on there and push him to his audience and make over 10,000 for him. But do you think Vito will ever do that? No, he won't. Because, like I said, he's too fat, he's too stupid, and he's too fucking liberal, and he's too selfish. Yeah. The little bit of clout and power that he had, he should have used while he had it. Think of the little fiefdom that Vito possibly could have cultivated for himself had he done that. Decided to do what Ethan does, kind of become a poor man's version of Ethan. All of the creators that he could have, flocked to his side to become loyal to him, coming onto his show to promote their campaigns to his audience. Because even without any help from Comicsgate at all, Vito made like almost fucking 80 grand on that fucking piece of fucking trash political pamphlet that he's got. Yeah, just imagine like what a real comic would do, like if he tried pimping that to his audience. Yep, never gonna happen though. Too fat, too stupid, too selfish, too liberal. Like most all these fucking people. This is what's gonna prevent them from ever ascending to the next level. Too many fat, dumb, selfish liberals around here, if you know what I mean. Yeah, what else is going on? The EVS versus JDA feud. That's heating up. I tried to warn EVS years ago about JDA, about how he was a treacherous manlet. No, didn't listen though. Yeah, I guess JDA had doxed Ethan on one of his streams. So Ethan struck the channel. So then JDA was accusing him of being a cancel pig. He's trying to cancel me. Not a good look for JDA though, because he's been known to dox people. Like he doxed Liam's grandmother's address and shit like that. Threatened to dox Clint Stoker. Then he doxes Ethan. The last thing you want to do is get a reputation for doxing people if you're in the indie sphere. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how that beef ends up heating up. Yeah, I still need to get a hold of Sam, his ex-wife, bring her on here for the interview. Now that John is back out there and back out in the news, so to speak, maybe I should get a hold of her. Bring JDA's wife on for round 2. Just pump her for information. Get all of the dirt, all of the fucking dirt. Tippy toes fucking manlet. He watches porn too. That was another thing she revealed. John always tries to act holier than thou. Like, no, you're just another fucking porn Christian is all you are. Yeah, porn is an epidemic within the Christian community too. They say over 75% of all Christians, they don't just watch porn, they're addicted to porn. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I almost guarantee you JDA, he's one of those porn Christians. You want to know what kind of porn I bet he's watching? Trans porn. Yep. Fucking trans catboy porn. Some fucking stupid shit. I'm a furry. Yep. Trans furry catboy porn. That's what that stupid piece of shit's watching. Yeah, fat women piss me off too. I want to like JDA for his news items, but his personal beefs and drama feuding is such a turnoff. Yeah, I think it might have been Mr. Dongs that made the perfect meme that describes JDA. It's like JDA declares gay crusade against person X, Y, or Z and tries to bring people into his gay crusade. People get sick of his bullshit, tell him to fuck off. JDA declares gay crusade on the person who tells him to fuck off. And the cycle just kind of continues that way. Yeah, that's JDA in a nutshell. Yeah, that was one of the most bitch-ass things Vito did was when he threatened police. Yeah, Vito pulled the Emote maneuver on Riley, threatening to tell on Riley to the Texas police. Yeah, nobody likes a fucking rat. Nobody likes people who call the fucking cops. Yeah, I remember Vito, he tried to like play into the bit or just he's really mad or I don't know what he was doing, but he had filmed the video from the shower where he was like trying to act all hard on Riley, saying that if Riley comes around, he's gonna beat him with a baseball bat and shit like that. And the whole time he's like, nom, nom, like eating. Like, Jesus Christ, you fat slob. You can't even stop eating when you're in the fucking shower. One of the most disgusting things I've ever seen. Like, what are you eating? Leftover Chinese in the shower? You fat pig. Fuck. No wonder why people call you a fat pig. It's because you are one. Yeah. Vito is a fat woman. Yeah, but nobody makes fun of him nearly enough for being a homo, too. I mean, anytime you have sex with mentally ill men LARPing around as women, like you could church that shit up all you want, go through as much mental gymnastics as you want, but you're still a homosexual. You're still a fucking homosexual. Yeah, exactly. Who the fuck eats in the shower? Vito, that's who. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if that whole thing falls apart on him. Because he was getting fucking, what, 6 G's a month? Being Dick Masterson's, version of Beetlejuice. Like, how's he going to make that money up? Like, oh no, he's going to have to actually wage cuck it up. Maybe he's going to have to fire up his fucking streams and start YouTubing again. He's just such a fucking arrogant piece of shit, too. Talking about how depressed he is and how his Ghostbusters video didn't get as much views as he wanted, so he doesn't want to make videos or whatever. Like, this shit still got, like, what, 30,000 views, something like that? Like, if a video of mine ever got 30,000 views, I'd be stoked as fuck. It just goes to show. Fucking arrogant piece of liberal trash. Thinks he's too good to fucking stream, just like your boy Zach. Yeah, these fucking people that think they're too good to stream and talk down to people who stream, like, fuck you. Just because you can't come and do what I do, so you gotta fucking talk down to people like me. Piece of fucking shit. Yeah, your boy Zach. He's worse than all of them, too. All of the fucking grifter pieces of shit in that whole fucking sphere. Your boy Zach, Richard C. Meyer, worse than all of them combined. And Ethan Van Sciver is still fucking white knighting for that shit, too. It's so sad. The person that Ethan Van Sciver thinks Richard C. Meyer is no longer exists. That guy died years ago. He's not the same fucking dude. It is fucking sad is what it is. Fuck, what the hell else has been going on out there? Yeah, diversity in comics. That was back when he was tearing up books and shit. That was when I found him, back when he had that old channel, Diversity in Comics. Then he became Comics Matter with your boy Zach, and then it became kind of a different gig, and he lost the Mark Waid lawsuit, and it's like it seems like at some point, you're making all sorts of money on these campaigns, and like, why are you still doing these shitty little YouTube videos using your fucking phone or whatever? Don't You should have like a real good OBS setup. Your videos should be a little bit more high end. Like, I do all of my fucking shit from a fucking phone, and anytime I put together a produced video, it's way more fucking highly produced than anything your boy Zach does. And that fucker has, well, he probably doesn't have much money. Never mind. Yeah, if he makes, well, he made over 24,000 on this last stupid book, the fucking History of Comics or whatever the fuck he called it, comic book, the comic book, and he's going to be drawing it himself. Yeah, going forward, I think we're going to see a lot more of your boy Zach drawing his own books. Yeah, because that's all money he gets to keep for himself. He already revealed a long time ago that he pays $1,000 a page. That's just stupid and insane. Like, there was a time when you were making six figures on your campaigns when you could do something stupid and pay a guy like Kelsey Shannon $1,000 a page or whatever. Like, those days are long gone. Like, if you only make $24,000 on a book and it's a 22-page book, like, you can't fucking pay an artist to do that book and actually make any profit yourself. You're gonna have to draw it yourself. I think that's the point in Zach's arc where he's at. The point where I'm too broke to afford artist's arc, and he has to start drawing it himself. I know all about that arc. It's because I'm at that arc myself. Like, fuck, I'm too broke to afford artists, so I'm gonna have to draw this shit myself now. Yikes. Fuck, we've been streaming for over 2 hours. Yikes. I don't know if I can talk about much else. Maybe we'll take a little break. I'll try to clear my mind. If I could think of some more shit to talk about, maybe we'll rant and rave a little bit more and try to hit that 3 hour mark. We'll see. If not, we'll just go as long as whatever. It's just a chill stream. Big Daddy Saturday Night Live stream. Oh yeah, Matt Barr, leader of the Head Wound Gang. He worked for ESPN, Yeah, he likes to flex about how much of a wage cut for Globo Homo he was. Don't you know I work for the United Nations, man? I work for the NFL. I'm cool. No, you're not. You're kind of a fag. All right. Let's find a good song to throw on. Let Big Daddy clear his head a little bit. And I'll think of some more shit to talk about. I don't know if I can. If I can play off of some chat comments about Griftosphere shit, maybe I will. But I've about talked about as much Griftosphere shit as I can think of, really. Digibro fucking getting fast tracked to CG King status might be the biggest fucking thing going on in CG right now, besides Vito gambling all the fucking backer money. All right. Yeah, we talked about California a little bit earlier. Californians, they're a completely different breed of human. They really are. That state. Yeah, the Eagles did that song, Hotel California. You can check out anytime you like, but you can never leave. Yeah, you ever hear of Big Daddy's version of Hotel California? Yeah, we'll go ahead and play Hotel California, take a little break. We'll come back and rant and rave a little bit more. Maybe we'll hit that 3-hour mark. On a dark desert highway, cool wind in my hair, warm smell of eucalyptus rising up through the air. Up ahead in the distance, saw a shimmering light. The head grew heavy and my sight grew dim. Had to stop for the night. There she stood in the doorway, heard the mission bell. And I was thinking to myself, this could be heaven or this could be hell. And she lit up the candle, she showed me the way. There were voices down the corridors, thought I heard them say, welcome to the Hotel California. Such a lovely place, such a lovely place. Any room at the Hotel California. What a nice surprise, where your alibi. Mine slipped and it twisted. Got the Mercedes Benz. She got a lot of pretty boys she calls friends. How they danced in the courtyard, sweet summer sweat. Some dance to remember, some dance to forget. So I called up the captain, please bring me my wine. He said, we haven't had that spirit here since 1969. And still those voices are calling from far away. Wake you up in the middle of the night just to hear them say, welcome to the Hotel California. Such a lovely place, such a lovely place. Living it up at the Hotel California. You can find me here any time of year. Mirrors on the ceiling, pink champagne on ice. She said, we are all just prisoners here of our own device. The master's chambers gathered for the feast. Stab them with the steely knives, but they just can't kill the beast. Last thing I remember, I was running for the door and found the passage back to the place I was before. Relax at night, man. You're programmed to deceive. You can check out anytime you like, but you can't never leave. Living it up at the Hotel California. Any of them at the Hotel California. You can find me here any time of year. Hotel California. Anybody who's ever lived in California knows is basically like this song like describes the fucking state basically. It's like a fucking like a prison ward. Wander into, oh shit, and then it's hard to get out. You can check out any time you like, but you can never leave. Like, no, I'm out of here, fuck this. Yeah, who would have thought that old John Carpenter movie Escape from LA would have actually came to life and actually become a thing? Trying to flee the state of California. Fuck, we gotta get out of here. Damn leftists destroyed this fucking state. Imagine being poor Californians paying all that money for gas and deal with Gavin Newsom and masks, wokists and all that shit. Jesus Christ. That's why I'm glad I live out in the country. Many a room at the Hotel California. What a nice surprise. Where your alibi? Living it up at the Hotel California. Such a lovely place. Such a lovely face. Such a lovely place. Welcome to the Hotel California. You can find me here any time of year. Living it up at the Hotel California. What a nice surprise. Where your alibis? Oh, when I find myself in times of trouble, and Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. In my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. In my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, now let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. When the broken-hearted people living in the world agree, there will be an answer, let it be. Though they may be parted, there is still a chance they will see. Love will be the answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, now let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. And when the night is cloudy, there is still a light that shines on me. Shine on till tomorrow, let it be. I wake up to the sound of music, and Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, now let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. When the broken-hearted people living in the world agree, there will be an answer, let it be. But though they may be parted, there is still a chance that they will see. Love will be the answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, now let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be.
Come gather round, people of my country. Come gather round swiftly, my friends. Every word that I speak, every song that I sing, will haunt you until bitter end. Oh, she met 'em by yonder fair country, and they met up by dawn's early light. They rode up to yonder fair country, land where the cool waters glide. She says that I got me no money. She says that I have me no place. She says that we'll have to get married so that there'll be no disgrace. And then he jumped down on her and he said that I tell you my mind. You know that my mind is to drown you, then leave you behind. She begged, she grovelled and pleaded, no, please don't take my life. And you know that I will deny you, and I will not be your wife. He kicked, he stomped, and he cuffed her unto the worst understand. And then he threw her in the deep waters that flow on out through the lands. Threw her in the deep waters that flow on out through the lands. And then they found a poor body, found her the following day. And preacher and the reverend, they all gathered around to pray. And then up spoke her mother with a voice so full of disdain. Nobody but old John Summers could have done such a thing. So they traced his ass up the waters to a place called Dutch Charlie's Bend, through the son of a bitch and a prison for killing a woman. Go hang him, go hang him, sit by yonder dear grace. Every word that I speak, every song that I sing, will haunt you to the end of your days. Go hang him, was it dear mother's commands? Then throw him in the deep waters that flow on out through the lands. Throw him in the deep waters that flow on out through the lands.
A lot of people think I'm an ignorant savage, though. You think that I am an ignorant savage, and you've been so many places, I guess it must be so. But still I cannot see if the savage one is me. How can there be so much that you don't know? You think you own whatever land you land on. You think the earth's a dead thing you can claim. But I know every rock and tree and creature has a life, has a spirit, has a name. Think the only people who are people are the people who look and think like you. But if you walk the footsteps of a stranger, you'll learn things you never knew, Have you ever heard the wolf cry to the newborn moon? Or ask the grinning bobcat why he grins? Can you sing with all the voices of the mountain? Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? I've run the hidden pine trails of the forest, come taste the sun-sweet berries of the earth, come rolling all the riches all around you, and for once never wonder what they're worth. The rainstorm and the river are my brothers, the heron and the otter are my friends. We are all connected to to each other in a circle, in a hoop that never ends. How high does the sycamore grow? Cut it down, then you'll never know. And you'll never hear the wood cry to the newborn moon, or ask the grinning bobcat why he grins. And sing with all the voices of the mountain. Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? You can own the earth and still, or you'll own this earth until you can paint with all the colors of the wind. Check out. Daddy ready to go. Ah, yeah. There we go, baby. All right. It's time to wind the show on down. See if we can make it to that 3-hour mark. Alright, what the fuck we gonna talk about? Yeah, we freeballing it now. Everything's off the board. It's just pure improv now at this point. Yeah, I was watching some shit that came up in my YouTube feed called Kill Tony. What the fuck is this shit? It's like, I didn't really get it at first. It took me a while to understand what the fuck it was. Oh, I see what this is. Kind of like American Idol, but with comedians. Yeah, literally, it's this show where it's like you got a very series of comedians and guests sitting off to the side, and they pull names out of a bucket, and their people come up there and they do a 1 minute's worth of stand-up comedy. Sometimes it's really, really bad. Sometimes it's okay. Most of the times is really, really bad though. And afterwards, they're interviewed by all of the fucking people on the panel. Tony Hinchcliffe, he's the fucking guy who runs the whole thing. He was the dude who did the Tom Brady roast for Netflix. In case you didn't know who he was. But he's like one of these comedians within the Rogan sphere that Joe Rogan kind of brought up. Owes his career to Rogan, one of those. But yeah, they get on there and they sometimes they roast these comedians. Sometimes like funniest part is when they interact with them afterwards. But most of the time the comedians are really, really bad. And it's not just because they're pulling random people because they say the list is all rigged. But all of these supposed funny comedians, they're not very funny at all. Like there's this guy called Hans Kim. He's this fucking chink. Not very funny at all. Like probably one of the most unfunny comedians I've ever seen in my life. Like how is this guy a thing? But he gets pushed by Hinchcliffe and all of these comedians within the Rogan sphere. Not just that, but all of these other fucking untalented fucking hack comedians. And it just doesn't really make no sense. Like, these guys, they're not funny. They're shit is what they are. Like, when you compare them to the greats of the past, you know, like a Richard Pryor, a fucking Eddie Murphy, a Sam Kinison, a Bill Hicks. No, these guys are nothing like that. This new generation of stand-up comedians, the Hans Kims of the world. And then I got to think. During the Cold War, when we're, you know, going at it with the Soviet Union back in the day, anybody who doesn't know what the Cold War was, it was like a war, but we didn't actually fight them, a Cold War. But during the Cold War, the Soviets decided they wanted to become they wanted to be the ones that defined art by having art be a certain way, and they would come out with these paintings, elaborate, beautiful paintings, and they wanted to have this be the benchmark for what art is. And this is what the West did in response. Like, they did not want the Soviets to be like the world leader for art. So this is what they did. The CIA decided to enact a psychological operation to make it to where the Soviets couldn't take this really fine, beautiful looking art and have that become the benchmark by which all art is judged. What the CIA did was they funded what's called the abstract art movement. Shit where you just splash a bunch of fucking paint onto a canvas like, hey, look, this is art. And what they did was they flooded the art market with just garbage shit. Andy Warhol bullshit, Jackson Pollock bullshit, just trash art. And it was meant for the purpose of destabilizing the art industry, the art community, to make it to where the Soviet Union couldn't define what real art was. No, this abstract art, this is what art is. And it wasn't art. It was all part of the fucking Cold War bullshit, is what it was. And then I got to thinking, what if this whole Kill Tony bullshit, all these trash comedians that they're trying to put out there, is just nothing more than the comedy version of the fucking art grift, the art psyop. By just trying to just fucking muddy the waters so badly to make comedy just an ineffective medium. Because anybody knows the most effective medium against these people is comedy. The left doesn't know how to handle comedy. There's one thing the left does not know how to handle, it's comedy. So in order to try to destroy comedy, you redefine what comedy is. How do you redefine it? Hans Kim. This is the new face of comedy. This fucking trash right here. The Kill Tony comedians. Part of the Rogan sphere. Rogan, an obvious fucking glowy. You see where I'm coming from? Is stand-up comedy a controlled psyop? Same way that the art community was way back in the time of the Cold War? It's possible. Or people's sense of comedy is just completely fucking off from what it used to be. And people actually find a guy like Hans Kim actually funny. I don't see how, though. And I got to thinking, fuck, if I ever decided to do a Kill Tony, if I ever wanted to go out there and do that shit and actually got on stage, I figured out what my entire shtick would be. 1 full minute of doing nothing but roasting all of the fucking Kill Tony comedians. And then saving Tony Hinchcliffe at the very end. And doing a whole shtick about trans Ellen Page. Yeah. What, did you slice off a piece of your arm? You got a floppy little fake penis dangling there, Ellen? Yeah, I wish Tony would have been here tonight. Instead, he's got trans Ellen Page standing in for him. What a fucking joke. And if Rogan was there, I would roast the fuck out of Joe Rogan, that fucking talentless fucking pig of a human. Yeah. Comedy ain't what it used to be. You ain't gonna find a Sam Kinison or a Richard Pryor or Eddie Murphy anymore. Big Daddy's probably the closest thing you're gonna find to that shit in this day and age. Hold up. I gotta get up and I hear something. Hold up. All right. Yeah, the fucking coyotes. I had to go out there and yell at them. They're getting close to my place. They're getting bold. I think they might try to come for my chickens in the morning. I'm gonna have to get up before the crack of dawn, come out with a gun, take the dog. Hopefully instill some fear into those fuckers. Yeah, them damn coyotes, until their fear of death is greater than their love of chicken flesh, they're gonna keep coming around. Now that I don't have that little rooster around to lead the hens astray, take them way off out into the cuts, their chances for survival are probably a little bit better. Because this other rooster is way more cautious, keeps them closer to the house. Yeah, important life lessons can be learned there. Watching the behavior of chickens. Just as a rooster can lead his hens astray, so too can man lead women astray. By not taking the reins and leading, you know what I mean? Too many men allow themselves to be led by women. Any culture, nation led by women, well, let's just say there have been more wars started by women rulers over the course of history than there have been by men rulers, let's put it that way. She's having a bad fucking day, gets her period. Time to declare war on the neighboring nation. Yeah, the reality is most women are like, they have the intellect of fucking children and they need a strong man in their life to lead them. Or else they will always inevitably stray to the path of sin. Most inevitably. Yeah, it all goes back to the Garden of Eden, Adam and Eve. Whether you think the story is real or not, there's an important life lesson could be learned from that whole story. Like, this is the importance of red pill awareness. Had Adam been a full red pill aware man, you really think shit would have gone down the way it did in the garden? Fuck no. No, Adam acted like a blue-pilled simp, followed Eve's lead, decided to eat the apple along with her. Here, Adam, it tastes good. The snake said it did, and I decided to eat it, and yeah, it tastes good. Here, take a bite. Okay, honey. Happy wife, happy life. No, instead, Adam should be like, whoa, what the fuck? Wait a minute. Wait, start from the beginning, bitch. Tell me exactly what the fuck went down. So she starts explaining about how the snake told her to eat the forbidden fruit. Like, wait a minute, the same forbidden fruit that God told us not to eat? You fucking ate that shit because a snake told you? Hold up, bitch. Where is this snake? Fucking go get a goddamn rock and a stick. She points out the snake, find it. So fucking hit the fucking snake with the rock, beat it to death with the stick, grab it, smash it against the fucking tree. Boom. The fucking dead snake. And then afterwards, you look at Eve, and you look up at the sky, say, I'm sorry, God, she didn't really mean to do it. Look, okay, I know she fucked up. You don't have to punish her. I'm going to punish her for you. Eve, go there to that tree and go fetch me a stick. About 2-3 feet long, no wider than the width of a thumb, and bring me that stick. And then Eve goes and fetches that stick and brings it to you. You're like, all right, Eve, turn around, expose your back to me. And you look up at this guy and say, all right, God, I'm going to punish her so you don't have to. And then like that. Take this, bitch. That's what you get for listening to snakes and disobeying the word of God. Ah, please, I'm sorry. That's what you get, you fucking whore. You treacherous fucking bitch. You see, God, I'm punishing her so you don't have to. God looks down and is like, you know what? I was so fucking mad. I was gonna... You know what? If you would have eaten that apple too, Adam, I would have kicked both their asses out of the garden. And that would have been it for you fuckers. But since you disciplined her, I'll let you both stay. And like that, you could have stayed in the fucking garden. If Adam was a red pill aware man, no. But he acted like a blue pilled simp. Ate that fucking apple because the bitch told him to. Had Adam had full red pill awareness, he never would have allowed that situation to go down the way it did. Perhaps, just perhaps, Adam and Eve would have still been in the Garden of Eden. Whether or not the story is real or not, there's an important metaphor to be told there. That unless you have a strong man there leading the woman, she will always stray to the path of sin. And you see what's going on in Western civilization right now. All of these cuck, blue-pilled simps following the lead of the bitch. And like that, Western civilization is just burning up. Want to know one of the main things that's burning down Western civilization, besides single mothers and single mother culture? Simp culture. Yep. Simp culture. Because simp culture, well, think about it this way. If you are a woman and you know you can take advantage of a man by being a simp, by like starting an OnlyFans and showing off your titties and showing off your butthole or showing off your feet or something like that, and men start throwing money at you and they join your OnlyFans, and what you do is you harvest a little army of simps. What you are doing is you are contributing to simp culture. And what simp culture does, it contributes to whore culture. It's a vicious fucking cycle is what it is. Simps and whores and simps. At the end of the day, nobody's fucking having families and having children anymore. We're at that point in the Mouse Utopia experiments where we got full behavioral sync, full population collapse. But hey, at least the Chinese are on the verge of building sex bots. Have you seen that? The Chinese, they got these real high-end female robots that you can have sex with. No, but it turns out they were actually human females dressed up like robots. Yeah, anybody didn't see that one? That story slipped under the radar. The Robot Expo over there in China. Yeah, where China, they're supposedly leading the world in robotics, and they're showing off all these robot females that they had designed. And people came up and really started looking at these robot females and figured out they were just regular human females, and they just had a bunch of shit glued to them and just to make them look like robots because China is a Potemkin superpower. I guess I said a long time ago. Yeah, boy, you talk about a paper tiger and a half. Yeah, China is a Potemkin superpower. It's all just fucking, it's fugazi as shit. Yeah, if the United States went to war with China, like literally China would fall quicker than Iraq. No fucking joke. Like they would have to rely heavily upon the Russians Like the Russians would have to do all the heavy lifting in that war. Fuck. Yeah, speaking of which, I heard Vladimir Putin was rattling the saber. Talking about going to war with NATO. It's like, fuck NATO. Fuck all that shit. Fuck the UN. Fuck NATO. Fuck all those motherfuckers. Yeah, I talked earlier about Vito spending all of the backer money on stocks and Bitcoin and shit like that. Like, hey, I got a good stock tip for you. Yeah, listen to this stock tip. Yeah, you know the sex toy industry is going to be a $75 billion industry by the year 2030. That's when most all of the women are going to be single and childless. So what I'm saying is, if you're going to be buying stocks, buy them in vibrators and cat food. You're guaranteed to go up. Buy as much stocks in dildos and fucking cat food as possible. That's the future for you women. You didn't want to start families, you wanted to start OnlyFanses. This is what fucking happens. Too many fucking simps out there. Yeah, when these whores contribute to the simp culture and create simps, simps are weak men. And we all know what weak men do. They create hard fucking times. That's what they do. Weak men create hard times. Whores create simps. Simps are weak men. Whore culture, simp culture. So what I'm saying is, if you're a dumb whore doing an OnlyFans, stop doing that. If you're a simp giving money to an OnlyFans whore, stop doing that. Or anything of that ilk, if you know what I mean. Don't be a fucking simp. Because if you're a simp, you are inherently weak. We all know what weak men do. Well, I don't want to repeat myself too much there. I said it once before, but it bears repeating now. Yeah, you ever notice how most women don't really develop personalities until they're like in their late 40s and 50s? Yeah, they're too busy spending most of the time shopping and thinking about all the different guys they fucked, watching Netflix. And once they smash the wall and nobody wants to fuck them anymore, then they have to actually develop personalities. Such as the tragic fate of the modern Western female. Yeah, too bad they didn't do what females of the past did, where they would, pursue school and career later in life after they had the family. Use the good years and start your family then, like right after high school up into the age of 25. Lock down a quality man, start your family, have a few kids, and then on the back end of life, once the kids are out of the fucking house and you got free time, then go back to school and get the fucking degree in nursing or teaching or whatever the fuck you want to do. Makes no fucking sense, really. Waste the best years of your life pursuing school and career when you could be doing the family thing and then just do the school and career later on once the kids are out of the house. Nope. Got it twisted, though. That's feminism for you. Fucking feminism. Motherfuckers. Yeah, social engineers ruin the modern female. The social engineers are the metaphorical snake in the garden. And that apple is the metaphorical feminism, if you know what I mean. In order to stop all this shit, needs strong male leadership. The red pill, full red pill awareness for all males. To know the true nature of the fucking world, the true nature of female nature, you know what I mean? To know that if they're trusted in leadership positions or just trusted in general, well, let's just say Islam was right about one thing. Islam was right about women. sometimes they need a strong man there leading them, if you know what I mean. Let's not repeat ourselves too much there. I think you understand the moral of the story of what I'm trying to say, though. In order to pull us out of this rut, take the fire extinguisher, put out the fire, if you know what I mean, we need strong men to step up to the plate. And that's where the Big Daddy Show comes in. That background noise you can play as the revolution goes on. Revolution? Yeah, you never know. Say they want a revolution. Well, you know, we don't want to change the world. Yeah, it'd be nice if Trump got elected, but in all reality, they're probably going to do exactly what they did last time. Won't take a miracle of God. But in the realm of fiction, I like to think about what I would do if I was president sometimes. In my comic, I've actually got a background subplot playing where there actually is a presidential assassination subplot. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it too deeply, because the last time I talked about it, I got fucking struck because YouTube thought I was talking about the real election. Oh no! I shouldn't have even actually said that word. We've got these algabots. In order to stay under the radar of the algabots, you gotta have a whole new language almost. Instead of saying the V word, you have to say jab. Instead of saying the C word, you call it Corvid91. You got to get around it that way. Newspeak. Yeah, if I was president, just imagine if Big Daddy somehow obtained the reins of power. Yeah, YouTubies. Yeah, because it's the only language where you can speak about it on YouTube. Because anywhere else, well, in real life, you can say what you want. Yeah, I went to town the other day and was hanging out with somebody, and we're talking about this kind of shit. And I found myself almost self-censoring, like calling it the jab instead of the B word. Like, fuck, this is what they want to do. They want to try to fucking change your behavior. Like Larry Fink from BlackRock said, forced behavioral change. Nah, you ain't gonna fucking change me. You ain't gonna change people like me. I mean, the language may change, but people aren't stupid. We understand it. Yeah, you see Joe Biden here recently put on that fucking Trump hat. Boy, that made a good memeable moment. Yeah, he was at a rally with some people, and they're talking with him, and he signed a hat, and somebody handed him a Trump hat. He put on the Trump hat and said, "You don't be eating them cats and dogs." He almost sounded like he was not demented, not senile. But anybody who's been following all that shit knows that there's a lot of body doubles of Joe Biden. Yeah, we have real sophisticated body, like silicone, like tech. Well, they can make fake bodysuits for people. where you could throw on a mask and like you could open your mouth and it actually looks like you're a real fucking person. Like that's how high end these fucking masks and bodysuits are. A lot of people don't know. Then I got to thinking, you know, if you can make a bodysuit for Joe Biden, you can make a bodysuit for anybody. Make a bodysuit for this celebrity, that celebrity, this entertainer, that entertainer. And if they ever get uppity and like start going off reservation, you can just take them out of the picture and replace them with a body double. Not even a real body double, but somebody wearing a fucking fake silicone mask that looks exactly like them. Then you have them hook up with a handler and marry them, and like that. You got the Kanye West situation. Remember Kanye? How he came out, went completely off reservation, named the Jew, and like that, he was just like canceled overnight. And then he married some woman, and like he was walking around all weird, and he's like, he hasn't been the same. He's been acting almost like he's been lobotomized, really. What if they just got rid of Kanye and just replaced him with a body double? Just to get rid of him and get him out of the picture, so they don't got to worry about him no more, getting all fucking uppity, if you know what I mean. I wouldn't be in the least bit surprised. But then I got to thinking, you know, if they could have done that to Kanye, why not do that with Bill Gates? Why not do that with Soros, Fauci? Why not do that shit with all of them? If Big Daddy was president, what I would do if I was fucking president? Hold on, let me fucking drink a little coffee, alleviate this cotton mouth, and really get into this. What I would do if I was fucking president. Anybody unfamiliar with Niccolo Machiavelli? He wrote a certain book, and it kind of lays out the perfect way to deal with your enemies in politics. Now, there are certain people in this world that are just too fucking dangerous to be allowed in normal society. The Bill Gateses, George Soroses, and Anthony Fauci's of the world. These people are too fucking dangerous to be allowed in society. And there is only one way to deal with people like that. You just round them up between midnight, 3 a.m. and like that. They're never seen again. That's the only fucking way to deal with those people. You round them up in 3, 4 a.m. raids and they're never seen again. The only problem is, if you were to do that, that would upset the apple cart a little too much. Like, oh shit, all of these prominent, powerful people have just gone missing. What the fuck's going on? They're going to beef up their security detail. Oh, this is where the body double comes in. All you do is you replace them with somebody wearing the fucking skin suit. Yep. The only way to defeat these people is to adopt their own tactics and utilize it against them in a much more superior fashion. These fucking lizard people that change their skin suits like lizards. Play it against them. Like, oh no, Bill Gates, he didn't fucking just disappear. No, he's still there, but he's just starting to roll back all of this fucking evil shit that he's doing. Then he's just decided to abscond to his island, and then like that, you don't really hear from him anymore. And the same with Barack Hussein Obama and the rest of them, Hillary Clinton, Soros, his son, all of them. All of them? Yes, all of them. They're all rounded up 3, 4 a.m. raids, and they're replaced with body doubles. There are some people just too fucking dangerous to be allowed to operate within society. And they can't be allowed to function within the mechanisms of the justice system. Because anybody that knows the truth about the justice system knows it's only in place to put the jackboots on the throats of the common man and to ensure that the real criminals never ever see true justice. That's why you can't allow shit to go to trial with some of these people. Like this whole sham of an investigation with the Trump shooting. Like nobody is ever going to fucking be held accountable for this, even though it's painfully obvious to anybody that there's a deep state conspiracy at play. The military needed to take over this investigation months ago and conduct it the same way that they would conduct busting a terror cell, including waterboarding people in Guantanamo Bay. It's the only way you would have got to the fucking bottom of this. It's too fucking late now. The FBI is already covering everything up. Yeah, that's what the initial Machiavellian roundup. That's stage one. Stage one, the initial Machiavellian roundup. You cut the cancer. You get rid of all those evil motherfuckers, replace them with body doubles, and they slowly roll back all the evil shit they've been doing, and they abscond to their mansions, their island fortresses, or whatever, and like that. You're gone. You never hear from them again. Every so often, maybe one of them has a tragic suicide or a tragic itis-related death, if you know what I mean. Because they all got the jab. They all got the fucking jab. Let's not kid ourselves. And we all know what that jab does. We all know what it does. So over time, you could just make up various illnesses related to the jab side effect, and then you say that's the reason why they died. And throughout the next 10 years, all of these evil motherfuckers are all gone like that. You phase them out. You phase them out of society. You can't bring shit to trial because they'll figure out a way to get off the hook. Some people just need to disappear and never be seen again. That's stage one. Stage two. Seize control of the Federal Reserve. That's what you do. The biggest fucking bank heist in the history of mankind. You send the fucking military in there. Just arrest them all and take it over. All of these banks, they're mine now. Just debo that shit. Federal Reserve, it's just a bunch of banks that belong to a small number of families, foreign families that aren't American, that control the American monetary system. You take back all that. Biggest fucking bank robbery in the history of man. Take over the fucking Federal Reserve. It's ours now. Second thing you do, end gain of function research. And you allow Big Pharma to be sued. And you end direct to public drug advertising. Boom, boom, boom. The 3-hit combination that fucking completely takes the knees out from Big Pharma. And like that, they're no longer a fucking big player on the stage. All of their lobbying power gone. All of their ability to inflict pain and suffering on people gone. Because now they can be sued. Like, oh shit, we can't fucking unleash it like experimental fucking bioweapons on the people. Oh no, if they get fucked up, they might sue us into oblivion. Oh no, but they fucking funded the politicians' campaigns and put them into fucking power. So they pass laws to prevent these fuckers from being sued. Yeah, undo all that shit. Undo it all. Gain of function research, all that is a churched up form of, hey, we're going to create bioweapons. That's all that fucking shit is. Like, you're creating a vaccine for a bioweapon that doesn't exist. You have to create the bioweapon first to create a vaccine for it. That doesn't make no sense. Why not just not create the bioweapon at all? So you don't need the vaccine. Yikes. Boy, this stream's going to get fucking struck, I got a feeling. Yeah. You do the initial Machiavellian roundup, seize control of the Federal Reserve, end gain of function research, allow Big Pharma to be sued, end direct-to-public drug advertising, full student loan forgiveness for people that start families. That way you try to pull us out of the fucking, that hole, behavioral sink, population collapse, get white people to start having families again. $20,000 at the age of 21 for everybody. Why not? Hey, every fucking few years they give billionaires fucking bailouts. Yeah, if you're at 21 years of age and if you got $20,000 to work with, boom, that's a little fucking head start in life there. You can start a business, put a down payment on a house, something like that. Yeah, we got the money to afford it because we own the Federal Reserve now. We can control all that shit. Inflation, like, oh, fuck all that shit. Everybody gets a bar mitzvah. Yeah, I've talked about this before. The key to the Jews' power over the monetary system and just their power. The key to their power in general all goes back to the bar mitzvah. Just imagine if all of your friends and relatives got together and gave you between, $300 to $400, sometimes $1,000. Sometimes you got the rich uncle give you a few thousand. And next thing you know, on your 13th birthday, you're sitting on a nest egg between $10,000 to $20,000. Put it in the bank, collects interest. By the time you get out, you've got a fucking head start on everybody in life. This is why there's so many Jewish-owned businesses. It's all because they use their bar mitzvah money. Fucking put the down payment down. A lot of people don't get that. No, but everybody gets a bar mitzvah now. Everybody, $20,000 at the age of 21. Yeah, you don't get it right out of high school. Experience the real world for a little bit. Learn to appreciate money. And then you get the 20K. Everybody gets a bar mitzvah. Everybody's on the same playing field now. Everybody's equal. Hey, here's another one. I hear we're having problems with the military recruitment. Nobody wants to join the fucking military anymore. I know how to get people to join the military. Give them $1 million. That's what you do. Instead of paying them that paltry sum, $35,000, $50,000, whatever. No, give them $1 million. $1 million fucking dollars. Join the military. Why not? We spend billions of fucking dollars on the military budget every year, giving it to fucking companies like Raytheon, Lockheed Martin, shit like that. Hey, we've got a fucking good enough arsenal. No, let's give this money to our fucking soldiers. That's what we'll do. But we're going to have to fix the requirements, because they had to roll back the requirements because of the recruitment. So allow these fat retards and troons and shit in. Like, no. Let's make the requirements get in a little bit more stricter. That way we get like the fucking good soldiers, not these trash ones. And you make it through, yeah, you get $1 million. Join the military, get $1 million. And if you ascend and you like become special forces, army ranger, shit like that, then you get more money, You're going to attract the best and the brightest if you do that. The way the military is structured now, all it does is attract the most fucking shit humans, really. I mean, you get a few good ones here and there. Yeah, the military is so fucking woke now. It's so fucking garbage. Nobody wants to join it anymore. They had The Rock come on board, and they paid him fucking like $4 million per Instagram post or something, thinking he would get people to join. Nobody fucking joined. In fact, they had 35 people de-enlist afterwards. Yeah, $1 million for people to join the fucking military. That's how you boost the ranks. But you make the requirements a little bit more hard to get in. And you get rid of all the woke nonsense, all that fucking shit. Like that fucking, the trans general or whatever. Like, he has an unfortunate accident and he's out of the picture, if you know what I mean. He's already taken care of in the initial Machiavellian roundup, if you know what I mean. If Big Daddy was president, if I just did that fucking shit alone right there, that would fix almost everything. Yeah, but we haven't even gotten into immigration yet. Big Daddy's immigration bill. Build the fucking wall. That's what you do. Build the fucking wall. Enforce the borders. Round up the illegals and deport them. That's what you fucking do. It's not hard. Build the wall. Round them up. Deport them. and enforce the fucking borders. That's it. All these fucking Venezuelan gangs that are taking over apartment complexes, fucking roust them up, get them out there, send in SWAT teams if you have to. No more dumping off 20,000 Haitians in random towns in Ohio. No more of that fucking shit. Round them all up and deport them. I know where to deport them. Take them to China. That's where you fucking do. Deport all of these fucking illegals into China. No, don't do that, because then China will just take them and turn them into fucking slave labor. That's what they do. No, you just return them back to their country of origin. That's what you do. Get them as far away from Mexico as possible. Yeah, Big Daddy, if I was fucking president, build that fucking wall, enforce the borders, $1 million for the military, 20K at 21, full student loan forgiveness if you start a family, end the gain of function research, allow Big Pharma to be sued, end the direct to public drug advertising, seize control of the Federal Reserve, fucking round up all of the fucking evil motherfuckers Machiavellian style. That's what you fucking do. And then to fix the home front, you gotta fucking have a complete overhaul and reform of the education system. Get rid of the whole Prussia model, where you force kids to come into a classroom for 8 hours a day, sitting in a fucking chair, staring in fucking one area. Get rid of all that fucking shit. That's torture is what that is. Complete overhaul and reform of the education system. Focus on sense of purpose. Shit like that. Eminent domain over all land owned by foreigners. Plus a constitutional amendment preventing any foreigners from owning land on American soil. That should have been done a long fucking time ago. Allow Japan to remilitarize. They will act as a bulwark against fucking China after you do full sanctions against China. Yep. Allow Japan to be remilitarized and then full sanctions against China. That coupled with all the other shit that's going on. I mean, China's literally a Potemkin superpower. They'll fucking just fall apart after that. Full withdrawal from NATO and the United Nations. Get us the fuck out of there. Stop giving them money. Focus on the home front. Focus on infrastructure, agriculture, energy, the people, the fucking American people, your most valuable fucking resource, the American people. You release all of the hidden tech. Yeah, you know we've got all sorts of fucking hidden technology out there that can make life easier for everybody. Free energy, all that fucking shit. Release it all. Have society ascend to the next level. That's what you fucking do. Yeah, you withdraw from NATO, the UN, all that shit. And like that, we're extricated from the fucking Ukraine bullshit. Yeah, it's about time we focus on our own country, our own infrastructure. We have enough land where we could grow enough food to feed the fucking planet if we wanted to. We could certainly grow enough food to feed all the Americans who are starving. There are certainly enough empty buildings out there to house the homeless. How many fucking empty malls we got fucking out there? Full energy independence. Get gas prices back to fucking normal. But we won't need gas though if we release all of the hidden fucking technology. Cold fusion. Who knows what fucking hidden technology we have? All that Area 51 tech. Get it out there to the public. Then the crowning jewel on top of it all, to ensure that this peace that you have created stays and maintains itself, what you do is you bring peace to the Middle East. That's the final thing you do. Like, Big Daddy, how the fuck you gonna bring peace to the Middle East? That sounds like the most fucking hardest part of this whole fucking thing. Not really. It really isn't. In fact, bringing peace to the Middle East is probably the most easiest thing there is. Yeah, anybody who knows the truth about 9/11 knows that we pulled it off against ourselves to give us the excuse to go to war with the Middle East, to completely destabilize the region, specifically to take down 7 countries, a hit list of 7 countries. Only 2 countries on that hit list remain, you know, Syria and Iran. Yeah, the reason for taking down all of these countries, when the smoke cleared and the dust settled, there would be but one dominant superpower left in the Middle East: Israel. That was the whole reason why. Completely destabilize the Middle East, completely fuck it up. And when the smoke cleared and the dust settled, Israel would be the dominant superpower in the region. Only problem is there's still 2 countries remain, Syria and Iran. We've been trying our damnedest to go to war with those 2 countries for the past 20 years. We really have. Yeah, here's how you bring peace to the Middle East. You know how Iran's always trying to get those nuclear weapons, but then something always happens, like one of their facilities gets bombed or something like that. And like, always something happens and it sets back their nuclear program. Here's what you do. You say, hey, Iran, here's what we're going to do. Instead of giving you all these billions of fucking dollars so you could fund all these fucking terror groups like we're doing for some reason, instead, what we're going to do is we're going to give you a gift. This is the gift we're going to give you. I know you guys want nuclear weapons real bad. Here's your gift. We're going to give you a couple of nuclear weapons. That's what you do. You arm Iran with nuclear weapons. You just give them 2. Just 2 weapons. A couple of nukes. Just 2. You don't need to give them that many. Just 2. And then you give Syria 2 nukes as well. Yeah, hey, Syria. You know what? Take a couple of nukes. We gave a couple to Iran. Let's give you a couple of nukes too. But here's the cherry on top. You don't just give Iran and Syria a couple of nukes. No. You arm the Palestinians with nuclear weapons. That's what you do. You give the Palestinians a couple of nukes. Yeah, between Iran, Syria, and the Palestinians, if all of them have a couple of nukes, they'll get the job done. They'll get the fucking job done. They'll bring peace to the Middle East. All it takes is one. Fuck, all it takes is one. But Big Daddy, if one of those fucking countries gets a nuclear weapon, the very first thing they're going to do is, I see what you're saying there. Careful there. Boy. And that's how you bring peace to the Middle East, folks. You arm Syria and Iran and the Palestinians with nuclear weapons. That's how you do it. You don't just bring peace to the Middle East, though. You bring peace to planet fucking Earth. Oh, fucking real. Yeah, if I had a time machine, if only I had a fucking time machine. Don't tell the Emperor Hadrian joke, Big Daddy. Don't do it. Don't do it. Well, the last time I told the Emperor Hadrian joke was Christmas. It's been about 6 months or so. If it's been about 6 months, maybe I always tell the same joke. Because then a lot of people haven't heard it. Yeah, if I had a fucking time machine, go back in time a couple thousand years to the time of Rome, I'd have to learn Latin first so I could conversate with him. Go to the Praetorian Guard. Be like, I must speak to Emperor Hadrian. This is urgent. I come from the future with a message. They take me to Emperor Hadrian. Emperor Hadrian, this mission you are about to embark on in the land of Judea. Listen very closely. You cannot half-ass this fucking mission. Kill them all. Spare none of them. Burn all of their holy books. expunge their religion from history. Trust me, you're gonna save a whole lot of people a whole lot of trouble a couple thousand years from now. Oh, fucking real. Yeah, a true historian understood that joke. Yikes, Big Daddy. Yeah, it's a good thing I'm not big and I can't be cancelled. There's no stopping what can't be stopped. No cancelling what can't be cancelled. Yeah, you watch. If I ever do become big, somebody's gonna go comb through every fucking live stream I've ever done, every word I've ever said. Oh my God, look at this! And this is gonna be fucking blasted all over Twitter. The Emperor Hadrian joke. The one I told on Christmas was way more fucking worse. Trust me. Yeah, the Big Daddy Christmas special. That was a pretty good Christmas special, actually. It was like 7 fucking hours. A 2-hour fucking Alpha Core review fucking squeezed in there. I actually extracted the Alpha Core review, put it on another channel, and then did the Christmas special in 2 parts. Yeah, it's something good to watch during the holiday season. It's got the fucking music on there and everything. Yeah, almost 3.5 hours. Shit. Yeah, maybe we'll go ahead and close the show out. Oh, yeah. I almost forgot I had music playing in the background. Turn up the fucking tunes. Oh yeah, baby. Hypno hop. Hypno hop. Hypno hop. Yeah, it's time to close this bitch out in style. Shit, maybe I'll do a full-on lounge stream. Not a full-on. Maybe I'll sing a song. Maybe. If I could think of a good one. Maybe I'll go through the song book. Yeah, a lot of my songs that I do for intros, interludes, outros, they were all me singing a cappella at some point on a past live stream. And I would just flip the a cappella bits and just lace them to the beat. And that's what all of my fucking bumpy music is, basically. Just something about doing a live performance. It's a little bit different than doing it in the studio, if you know what I mean. Just something about the magic of a live performance. You just can't capture in the studio. So you take the magic of a live performance, but you blend it with that of the studio by lacing it with a good beat. Yeah, it's been a while since I did a good lounge stream and had some good new acapellas to lace beats to. Time to wind this bitch on down. Listening to that little beat. Getting hypnotized by it. Hypno hop. That's the name of the beat. Yeah. We talked about a lot of shit tonight. Got a good 3.5 hours of entertainment. Yeah, I think it's time to close this bitch on out. And like we always do here at the Big Daddy Show, we close it out with a song. Try to find a good one. A good closeout song or two. Yeah, it's kind of a slow farewell here. The winds are whispering a name and tears fall from the skies. The devil's on my shoulder singing haunted lullabies. My walk along the road reveals a story full of pain. I wish that I could never be so buried by the days. Now it's a slow farewell. My love, I sing to you, this lonely road runs straight to hell. Now it's a slow farewell. This long black road, oh yeah, you know it leads straight to hell. Long black road, long black road. Be a simple man. Don't be a simp. Be a simple man. It's okay to be a simple man, but not a simp. Mama told me when I was young, come sit beside me, my only son, and listen closely what I say. If you do this, you will help some sunny day. Or take your time, don't live too fast. Troubles will come, they will pass. You'll find a woman, you'll find love. Don't forget, my son, there is someone up above. And be a simple kind of man. Be something to love and understand. Better be a simple kind of man. Oh, won't you do this for me, son, if you can? Forget your lust for rich man's gold. All that you need is in your soul. You can do this, oh baby, if you try. All that I want for you, my son, is to be satisfied and be a simple kind of man. Be something to love and understand. Better be a simple kind of man. Oh, won't you do this, oh son, if you can? You're by yourself. Follow your heart and nothing else. And you can do this, so baby, if you try. All that I want for my son is to be satisfied. Be a simple kind of man. Be something to love and understand. Better be a simple kind of man. Oh, won't you do this, oh son, if you can. Oh, won't you do this for me, son, if you can. Scanner, simple man. Be a simple man. Don't be a simp. Be a simple man. It's okay to be a simple man, not a simp.
There's a man they call Big Daddy, a legend in these parts. He rides through the darkness, fire burning in his heart. With his words like bullets, he brings justice to the night. He's a true gangster of love, fighting for what's right. People say he's a bandit, the most wanted in the land, but they don't know the story. They don't understand. His words are pure truth. They cut through like a knife. Big Daddy's got the power to change the wrong to right.
Never trust a whore. Never trust the government. Always trust your gut.
The man they call Big Daddy, a legend in these parts. He rides through the darkness, fire burning in his heart. With his words like bullets, he brings justice to the night. He's a true gangster of love, fighting for what's right. People say he's a bandit, the most wanted in the land, but they don't know the story. They don't understand. His words are pure truth. They cut through like a knife. Big Daddy's got the power to change the wrong to right.
He who walks among the wise shall come to wisdom, but a man who walks among fools shall come to ruin.
what's best in life. Crush your enemies, see them bleed right before your eyes. Hear them scream, please don't let me die. Lamentation of the women, feminism is a sin. Lamentation of the women.